Testing, 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 testing. One, two, three. Testing. One, two, three. Testing. One, two, three. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. All right. All right. All right. Back with another one. This is Sunday Madness 17. Sunday Madness 17. Let's get started. Sunday Madness 17. I know people are just looking at it and just say, hey, we're in here. We're going to put this in here real quick. All right, Sunday Madness 17. All right, all right, all right. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, where's Sunday Madness? Where's Sunday Madness? Yeah, in the part of the next series. And let's save. All right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Back with another one. Back with another one. Back with another one. Okay, let me get this out the way. Let me get this out the way. As you can tell, and I'm going to share this as well. Content announcement. If you want to come through, yeah, man. I'm looking at I'm s- I'm actually looking at the Christ Logic, and they talk about the big homie JX. They talk about the big homie JX, but the thing about it is, it's long overdue, and I think people trying to say we exposed her for the long run, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. She's from the UK, whatever. She's been around 3 years. 3 years of what they will say the manosphere, which I'm not a part of. Black slash mainstream manosphere. But I have some extra screenshots in the chamber for. I don't know if it's gonna be for Monday or Thursday. I got to see to watch out. But just in case, just in case, because I got extras in the chamber, and that's just what I'm going to do. Because since I'm doing the DTN, it's going to be some screenshots. We're going to talk about what happened last week and what's all right. Salute, Psycho King. Salute, salute. But yeah, man. There's a lot of people just exposing these women, and then I saw one with Ramil exposing this Tabitha woman. To me, it's irrelevant. She told on herself. She said she was a cod over at Platinums, and I felt like that's to me is irrelevant. You niggas is mad late. I've been knowing that since over at Platinums, and I think she was concrete what she was saying. I gotta put this on the 8. Okay. And I'm just saying, like, what's the point? So what you have is you have the same BS that I've seen last year and 2 years ago. So this is a repeat of what's going on, man. Like the PPTs is very real. It is what it is. What's going on, Queen? It's gone. Salute, salute. Yep. And it's just what it is, man. I think Sunday Madness is one of those hard hitting streams that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the spring, then the summer of this year, and I will say what to expect this year because everybody was cooped up 2 years ago. And I think everybody's gonna go outside this year. They say it's gonna be the hottest summer this year. We're gonna see, but it's gonna be a lot of violence in the cities as well because people are amped up, want to throw hands and stuff. All these panels, tension, throbbing, and all that stuff. There's gonna be some hands thrown. There's gonna be some hands thrown because I think the whole purpose of what I saw. Now I saw little Auntie's little purge get up. It's all right. I'm not impressed. He just want attention. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna participate that bullshit. I'm gonna do it this summer. Nigga, it may not work this summer. Cause a lot of you niggas ain't gonna last this month. The spring months is gonna be violent. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't like the spring because spring, this is where the good weather people start getting in car accidents, shootings, a lot of robberies, especially in the state of Georgia, especially in the state in Atlanta somewhere. Niggas get amped up when they see pretty weather. They don't have to wear no mask. And here's the thing. Don't have to lock you down 24/7. Now, people's distracted with the Ukraine and Russia shit right now. It's a lot of tensions right now. Spring season is it is what it is. It is usually be violent in the hot part of the spring. We're not talking about the cool spring. See, the cool spring. So this is the first day of spring, y'all. See, the early part of March is still winter. When you're in the middle of the spring, see the rain's gonna come this week. Next month's gonna be rainy, but it's gonna be a little muggy and hot a little bit. But when it gets down to May, May will be like mild, right? That's like 84 degrees to 87. It'll go up and down. And then the early part of June is still spring until the 20th. This is why I bring back Thursday Madness. But the thing about it is, it's going to get heated, man. It's going to get very, very heated because I think people, this is where people get in the face all the time. I see this all the time years and years ago. And it becomes a pattern when I start living here. But it is what it is. So again, I'm not worried about what's going on. So it is what it is. So I'll see who's in the chat. Oh, it is. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. And he said, let's not leaves. Yeah. And April showers bring May flowers. Yes, true. It's gone May. Salute, 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 man, salute. But like I said, man, I will say the spring of this year is gonna be very, very interesting because I don't know if it's gonna rain a lot this year. It's gonna be a drought because we getting a lot of snow from the past couple of months. So my birthday's in 2 months, so I'm not gonna stream on my birthday week. I'll come back on the after and do that because May is gonna be a hard hitting month for me because this is gonna be an interesting month. Next month will be crazy. It'll be a year for this channel. Will be like what 10 years old almost. It'll be on the 18th of next month. This month is kind of like, it's just a wash, just like the first 3 months. And these are my struggle months. So I'll tell you that right now. March has been a struggle for me, and I get used to it. And I think my dad's birthday's on the late March. So, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm not gonna get into that. March is one of those months. You got to push right through because this is tax season and things like that. You got to push through the content that you can do. So I'm gonna schedule some things. I will talk about capitalism, and it's going to be my perspective of it. I'm going to do some research, and we're going to go in depth. We're going to ask some questions. It's a great topic, but it could be a good discussion. If people ask for the link, I'll drop it down this week. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but if they ask for it, we can have that conversation. But I'm not going to drop it when I do my presentation of it. So we're going to expound on things to people, and then if y'all want to have a conversation in the chat room, that's fine. But today I will drop the link today because we're going to talk about various things. We're going to talk about spring. Spring is a very interesting time. This is where tensions are run high. This is where good weather and decent weather is going to come through. Yeah, it's going to be bad, stormy, watery weather. I will say like in April. April will probably be wet and moist a little bit, but when May comes around, it's mild. Then the hot part of spring is June. They think that's summertime. No, it's not. It's still spring until the 20th. And this is where 90 degrees and above gets crazy. Summer's going to be crazy. I'll say about the end of June, I won't be streaming, or the next month after, I won't be streaming for the whole month. I'll come back in the end of the month and I'll tell you why. It's because I need the break so I can get my head clear from streaming, because I can leave this shit and come right back during late July and then start in August. That's the whole point. Because the summer is going to be very, very interesting. Because once you start doing content, you can do that. I'll do pre-records. I don't know if I'm going to do them. I'll drop them on the tail end of what I'm going to say in so many words, but it is what it is. You expect it to be where you are. So I think the whole purpose of me coming back is a good thing. So I know people stripping about that JX shit and the exposure and the pictures, and I see it all the time. But it's just crazy at this point. They should have did that when she first came. I think, was it 3 years ago? But 2 years ago, she was wreaking havoc and things like that. So nice thing to say that I'm looking at. A lot of people don't really care, and it's just like I know people are just gonna talk their little shit. And this month has been different type of wiring. So you got to understand what you're dealing with in so many words. So most people are going to have a different perspective of what's going on. So like I said, I've been upgrading my stuff and doing things like that. I know people don't really care and just you know, text and stuff. I've been looking at quite other things, just enhance a little bit of my audio and my content and things like that. Most people try to say the age of the avatars will fade away. I don't know because white folks still use avatars to get in these black spaces. I'm not really shocked. That ain't gonna be over because a lot of people don't want to be doxxed or anything. And I think part of that is the problem. Most people got different lanes, man. I ain't trying to do this to be famous. Nobody's not built for that camera. This is as far as where you're gonna go. It is what it is. What's going on, Matt? What's going on, man? Yeah, man. It is what it is. He said, I was near Augusta recently in Aiken, South Carolina. So boring. I was there for like certification for vending machine repair technician back in Southwest Florida. Now going to put out a sewing and fashion and related content. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. Yeah, content is great, man. But I can't wait. The spring is gonna be very interesting. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a bad spring. I'm not gonna say it's a bad spring. Let me repeat that. It may not be a bad spring because the spring is gonna be very, very interesting. I'll say 2 months from now, after my birthday, I think it's gonna be very interesting. Spring is very short. It's long, but it's short. The long part, it gets to where it gets to the June part. The early part of June is still spring. And then when you get into the summer, that's when the heat wave comes in. See, this is where in the part of the summer, I'll be around doing live streams, but I'll take a break on the tail end of June. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And they just say, why you ain't streaming in June? I'll come back in July. And I'll come back in the tail end of July. Not the beginning of July, but July of the end of the month of July. I'll say like that. And then August. And the reason I'm doing that because last year when I was doing content around those 2 months, I struggled a little bit. So I have to find my niche and get the views I'm getting now, stay what I'm doing. Because I'll need that break from July. I'll say the tail end of June and the beginning of July, and I'll have that break. So yes, I'll be outside and I'm going to enjoy it. And that's the time I'm going to do it because in the spring, I'm outside in the spring. Yes, a lot, but mostly you'll see me do that. But around my birthday month, the first week, I'm not coming back. I'll come back probably the second week and start hard hitting. I'll probably come from that Sunday Madness and schedule that time period. Yes, it's going to be on sorry ass Mother's Day. Probably. You know why? Because I got to do it. Ain't nothing special. I just got to do it. It's not one of those months I will do, but you gotta understand it's May. I don't usually celebrate, but like that day that much. But if my mom's still living, yeah, I always give her some money on Mother's Day. But Mother's Day is kind of like interesting because it's right around my birthday month of that first week. So I gotta enjoy that week for myself and then come back and get refreshed. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's a good concept. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna make it standard if I'm still around on YouTube, because that's going to be the wave, man. That's going to be the new wave. Because if I do another channel, it's going to be a combination of what I'm doing, but I'm going to add the sports talk more and balance it out. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. It may be tech talk or whatever. We'll see where we're getting at. I got to have a subject matter. The content I did about the politics, I didn't do that for the money aspect. I just did it for a hobby that I like to talk about and just stick with the history and shit that's rare. But if I want to get into music, that's another thing. But music could be a bitch sometimes because that's a risk that you take. Some things you just got to deal with it. And one thing I look at my content, I can do various things, but I got to pick one subject that's gonna stick with my content sticks out. So I'm learning about the extra gear and stuff like that and the technical shit. And I think Alvin Priest said a podcast, a lot of them have failed. Well, to expound his question, the reason it's failed, a lot of people can't podcast. I said this last year. Most people cannot podcast at least 4 hours straight with good subject matter. And I'll tell you the reason being. The reason being it's because most people talk about the same shit over and over again. It's like a religion. I said this last week that is trauma bonding a religion. I say absolutely yes. I say it's a religion because it's a big problem and most people just don't give a shit. But you got to understand something. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because most people show their hand every time, every fucking time. So when you have things like that, and then when you have difficulties like that, people are distracted by things that they shouldn't be worried about. So that's the thing. So when you're dealing with that, you got to move on. So I'm not worried about the next person or that person. It is what it is. You fuck around, you fuck around. But I saw Alvin Preacher say, "I'm not Joe Rogan." That's a good clip that they did talk about podcasts and things like that. I said this many times. If you have a good podcast and good subject matter and don't talk about frivolous shit or propaganda prophecy tropes, you're good. It's called PPTs. We don't deal with PPTs. PPTs are annoying. And the reason being, they become a hassle and things like that. And a lot of people get upset when we talk about PPTs and things like that. And a lot of people just say, "Man, this nigga is crazy. He's out here on some bullshit." But but shouts out to everybody, and Kuda came through on the test, and we did great. Oh, greetings, College Jane. Greetings, 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 greetings. All hell, Gray Skull in the building. Yes, yes. So it is what it is. I think a lot of people just get upset what we've been doing over here. Shouts out to Toy with the interview. I'll check her out on the 23rd. I don't know when that's going to happen. And it's just what it is. And it is what it is. It is what it ain't. So, last Thursday, I showed some screenshots. I was going to show Monday over at the advisors, but didn't get to. But if it's official, if they want to make a direction show, I'm fine with that. I got DTNs to keep the screenshots coming. And I'm going to talk about various content creators. I don't care if an AM that way. He'll be in the shot too. He's is equal opportunity. I'm gonna make sure he's in the shot and address a few things. And we're gonna give him that work, things like that. It's just what it is. He ain't gonna come over here and challenge because people ain't gonna watch it very often. So we minding our own business and doing content. So and yeah, and that's just what it is. Sometimes people look at things in the wrong direction. When you have pristine challenges, you understand what's going on. And I think a lot of people get upset that we talk about these things in a long term. So what you have here is people not understanding what's what. So the spring is going to be very, very interesting. And I think the spring should be noted. One person can't determine what spring is going to be. That's the thing. One person can't determine that. So everybody's talking about this exposed JX shit and other shit. It's kind of redundant at this point. And I'm just like, you can't expect people to not like you over time. It's like a somewhat of a popularity contest, but it could be some bullshit at the same time. Nobody's not gonna like you long term. I learned to accept that, and that's just what it is. So people just gonna attack you from all angles. You just gotta learn to deal with it in stride. But the thing about it is, you you got to look at it from all angles that people are dealing with. Some people just deal with it in different fragments. And I'm just saying, man, you can't worry about a lot of things that people are doing. And I'm just saying, like, bruh, we here now. We're just not really, it's not really hitting like that. And some people just got to understand that people do not understand that we're on that type of time, bro. Like a lot of people just on some bullshit every now and then. And and it's just the thing about some people. You just gotta look at people for who they are, bro. Like you can't get mad at one thing and that's just it. I think a lot of times when people look at springtime, it's one of the precious times right now to just everybody was cooped up and locked in. You have to show yourself. Yeah, I will do a lot of vlog streams. Yeah, outside backyard, but I'm gonna do it up to the park too. I'm gonna take another challenge. I'll pick a day and go up the street and talk to y'all and see what's going on and pick a spot and I'll just podcast or whatever and things like that. And yes, I'm gonna do my due diligence. So you gotta understand something. Most people just gonna be who they are. I'm just like people gonna do content, but when you're talking about real things, it gets lost. And I think I saw Super Slides stream with AM1. He said a lot of people love the nigga shit. Well, the reason why people love the nigga shit, and I think Wacky touched on this, it shows you who destroyed it. Now I'm not part of the manosphere like I once was. That shit died a long time ago. Okay. And shouts out to the legendary Wacky World of O. He broke that down, and we were saying it all last year. I was saying it as well. That shit's dead, bro. And I carved out my own shit. And the reason I did that, it was a good thing. It wasn't bad to the point that people don't understand that shit died a long time ago. And we're on that type of time, not worrying about the wrong shit. So it's just like you gotta understand people are on different wavelengths. So you're going to expect a lot of pushback. And that's just how it's gonna be, whether you like it or not. And I think a lot of times when people have this type of pushback, they don't expect you to do anything else. So yeah, it's just like you have to have that spokesperson. So most times people are just going to be who they are, be like all the time. But you know, yeah. But I think AM1 had some good questions. I saw that little interview they did, and he did something about the sexual shit, and I didn't realize he was in his 40s. I said, "Damn, he's young, but he's a little older. I didn't expect him was in his early 40s. Figures." And he just tried to call them lab rats. So he called people lab rats with the COVID thing, but I ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother joke. But Super Sly answered some great questions. He said, if you want to go back to the old style, the Greek ways, put the women back in order. He said, that's the way it was back then. And he's right. And I think he was talking about stoicism and things like that. The problem with that is that ain't gonna work. It has to have a hard reset. You are in the hard reset, but the thing is, a lot of motherfuckers got to die first. So the spring is technically the new year. A lot of people try to say the new year's in the winter. Bullshit. It's in the spring. This is technically the new year. Now, this is the test to see what type of content and content creators on this new YouTube and who was cooped up in the thing 2 years ago in 2020. And now it's 2022. Where's the results? See, I'm into politics right now, and we're looking for a governor that's going to run for the governor's seat, and it's going to be very interesting. I said this last year, talking about Georgia. I'm going to focus on that way more, especially on the content that I'm going to stick with. I'm going to talk about that in a vlog stream in the future and to show y'all that that's more important than anything. So I'm on the ground watching the shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it ain't. So she said, AM trying to get on the Saint the Center. Oh, he done failed that Mark Queen. He's that nigga is done like biscuits, man. Now he's trying to be on EO's podcast. I saw a stream with him and I skywatched. He was on EO's podcast, and then he got Steve the Dean's ass. That's just done. He's desperate for content. Ever since O'Shea left, I'm gonna say it like this. Ever since O'Shea left, that nigga wants to be superior to everything. And I said, nigga, stop it. You ain't gonna check me or anybody else on the villain sphere and on that shit, nigga. You just another nigga I used to troll, man, and got bodied. You can't even handle the chat room. Fuck out of here. The nigga's a clown. Yeah, you gotta take it in stride. Yeah, Yeah, you gotta take everything in stride because that's just like I said. But these niggas, they gonna disappear. Now this is a test what type of content they gonna do in the spring. The spring is gonna be very very fucking interesting because there's gonna be a guy that's gonna whoop this shit down. See, it's a repeat of last year, but last year I was not in a good place of doing content. I should have, but the next month, yes, I was. Next month's gonna be the same thing. It's a repeat, 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 repeat. It's just people gonna come right back in the summer, and that's true. And they're gonna come right back in the fall. It's a repeat of that. I learned this over time, and that's how I look at it. But oh, I almost dozed off. Let me don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't doze off. Woo! It's a good food and the beans. But anyways, because it's a lot of daylight, so we got the sky picture rolling in this avatar. So I had to come with y'all with the sky picture. I should have had my hat picture. I did, but I'm gonna come with you with the sky picture. Once you get the sky picture going, that's outside. That's what I do. I might have to take another one. Let's say, hey, this is it. What the fuck you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta look at it, man. Sometimes you gotta look at it. It's one of those things that you just gotta balance out and just say, hey, we still here now. Still gotta be here now. But I'm not worried about what the next man is doing as much like I did before. I was just clowning and roasting at the time. Yes, I was doing content and things like that. Sometimes you just got to be like, man, fuck it. I've been watching news. I've been watching people getting traded in baseball, signings, football, basketball, NBA. NBA's been wild, man. NBA is so wild. I don't know what people is doing, but it's been some funny deals going on lately. But like I said, you got people are doing their own thing. So you gotta maximize what you're going to do in so many words. So I just don't see people trying to stop anything. You know what I mean? I know people's distracted about bullshit content. They say some content is boring. I read the chat room last night and early this morning over Super Slide. The reason y'all think it's boring, y'all niggas want the intellectual shit, but you don't support real content creators. Y'all don't support evergreen content. Y'all support stagnation content. And the reason they support stagnation content, I want to tell this to AM1, is because them niggas are suckers, man. They don't believe in a classroom. And I said this last week. I told Sheep, yes, it's a classroom. Like, it's not a classroom you can sit and listen to, but the playbacks and the knowledge our brain is like a classroom. I just drop a little science for the people that's a lot younger than me that's gonna come back to this in 2 years from now. Oh, this nigga was saying something that's profound 3 to 4 years ago. Yeah, yeah. Shalom, shalom, wacky, shalom. But it is what it is. Some things you just got to know what's profound. And I saw his stream with AM1. AM1's a good, cool dude. I mean, we had our little back and forth in the time of the Prophet of Thought series. He came to my chat one time with the embrace of being an independent thinker. That's on Tuesday streams. We will have this week. We will definitely have it this week, and we're gonna talk about something that's real. We're gonna talk about what's the difference between evergreen versus stagnation. It is very, 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 very telling. And the reason I want to bring it up is because the simple fact of what we was doing. That's the thing about me talking about it. So when you have evergreen content, you got to have that pre-record everlasting content that's going to cherish you forever. Some people just don't want to deal with that fact. And I get so tired of people defending the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So many people just gonna look at it different than others. Like I saw over at Ramil's, and I'm just saying, man, like you gotta look at it from that angle. Most people just don't care what goes on in so much instances. So you gotta understand, a lot of people are gonna listen to who the fuck they gonna listen to. I get that AM1 was trying to say, yeah, you gotta have less nigga shit and put something intellectual. He tried to say that last night. And I said, no, nigga, that don't work that way. It's the audience. It's the audience. And it's usually a lot of people blame the host. Well, the host is to blame, but not his intent, it's his content, it's who he is. He and his content and whatever it is, if it's a trash can, it's a fucking trash can. That means he's a conflict creator, but he is also a stagnation content creator because he don't give a damn. He loves stagnation. He loves bullshit. See, when you do nigga shit, that equals bullshit. It's not real content. It's been done. It only has a 3 to 5 year lifespan for a reason, especially on the site. Other sites you can get away for like at least 5 to 10 or more. But on a site like this, try to be professional. No, it's a 3 to 5 year span. I see it all the time, and they don't come back. Now, if you do what I did a 6 year to 10 to 12 year span. Uh, and that's how you gotta look at it in so many words. Some people just gonna be what they are, man. You can't get mad what people did yesteryears and just move forward. A lot of niggas they just wanna be on that type of time. But you gotta understand, if they love nigga shit way more than the intellectual and educational stuff, and I think the intellectuals was ran out of these spaces, well, you gotta blame a lot of certain visuals. And thank God that old Slayer slash old Shay left the spaces. I think it's better without him, to be honest with you. And I think I skywatched D Durrell, he said something. He rather have him back in those spaces. To me personally, no disrespect to D Durrell, I don't want that nigga back in these spaces, period. Actually, all of them. I say fuck all of them. You know why? Because it's not conducive for the men to get right. And then not only you listen to the man stuff, then go outside and do it and apply that shit. That's how you get my respect. That's how you get my respect to me supporting you or whatever. But a lot of niggas want to co-sign and be hypocritical and things like that. That's cool in a race game, but can you do that in a real conversation with the people? They can't. I can. It's a different story. So you gotta look at it from that point of view. But some people just gonna hate. But you gotta understand something. If I was AM1, I would have told him, dude, just do your content as the best you can. Do your fitness and health. That's great. It's a lot of sucker ass people in chat rooms. Do not mind them at all. They're fucking losers. And that goes for any platform I go on. And if I see suckers that I don't like, I don't fuck with you. Seriously, I don't fuck with you off this shit. And that just shows you what it is. No hate to my people in the chat room that support. Shouts out to all y'all. It's just the niggas that don't frequently over here. If I see them talking shit, they out of here. I don't fuck with y'all like that. On the other channels, yeah, I've messed with you over there. But if you don't mess with my content, I don't fuck with you. That's just saying that my content's not for everybody. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Fuck everybody else. And I stand on that principle since I was younger, a lot younger, and I've been on that tip for years. I've always said fuck everybody else because everybody else ain't shit. I say this YouTube shit for years and decades, and I've been on this shit for 15 years and ain't nothing changed. You just got to deal with the bullshit to deal with. But if I was A1, you got to be a monster, man. You got to be mean as a motherfucker. You got to be super mean to say fuck everybody else and it works. What's going on, Nadia? Salute, salute. But it's like guillotine season. So what you're doing is you body everybody you can as you can. Because I did this with the second channel. It took me first 3 years of building it up. Left the shit in 2014. 15 was my absent year. Came back on 2019, but came with these spaces in 2020, the newer versions. And come to find out they're trash as fucking usual. Next year, I had to do some content on the phone. Next thing you know, I start live streaming in April. And now here we are. Fast forward now to March, here we are. Repeat. So this is a repeat of history 10 years ago. I ain't been knocked off yet. If I survive March, all I got is April. If I survive April, I'm good in May. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna celebrate, and I'm gonna be here. Because a lot of times, you gotta understand, as a content creator, you have a fear to get knocked off and things like that. And I think Information Man said they will no longer do this type of content. First of all, that's not gonna happen. I kind of agree to him, then I kind of disagree at the same time. Here's the problem: the nigga shit will always overpower this type of content. You know why? Because I'm telling the truth. The people that do the nigga shit, they be lying all the time. The reason you see, I'll say about like this: if you see people that got 300 in a room, the same subscriber ratio, and probably up to 1,000 people in the room, and the same subscriber count like to 1,000 or somewhere near 600. I'll say like this: 600 to 5,000. You know what they are? They're victim streamers. And I'll tell you this for a secret. The reason they're like that, they're victim streamers, they fuck up everybody's, not just numbers, but that's that person. You take all the bullshit and the fluff away, he ain't got no content. His room will probably be like 30, 40, 50, and barely get 1,000. Fuckery sells. It's just what it is. And yes, the classroom shouldn't be bought. What's going on, DS1? Salute, bro, salute. It is what it is. But it's just what it is. It's no hate to the ones that get 15 to 30. If you have 1,000 people in your subscription, I expect you to get at least, I'll say about 15 to 40 people in the room for 1,000. You don't need a lot. And here's a secret: if they subscribe during that live stream, you should at least get about 6,000 or 7,000 or more to get that type of numbers in the room. That's understandable. But 1,000, you see people that hide their shit, their subscribers, and everybody else hide their shit. He's had something to hide. And that's not good, because the people that subscribing shit, or people who's not subscribed, they're gonna look at you like, man, what is he hiding? Exactly. He's hiding what he really got as support. So YouTube believes in this: views and support, subscribe, they all go together. So the sad part about it, this website has shown time to time again, and I think Information Man hit the nail on the head on the test stream I saw. On the test stream that I saw, he said, yeah, YouTube does that, but it's not that. It's certain people doing that. See, they can knock me off any day, but the only reason I'm not talking like I used to 10 years ago, that shit's gone. That shit's dead. You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do, and just do your content as best you can, and then you move forward. I ain't trying to be famous on this shit or how sorry YouTube is. I already know. Not everybody's built for fame. I'm sorry. It's just, I have to agree with this dude over here, Mal Manor Man. I saw his little stream when he said that. Yeah, nobody's not built for fame. Nobody's built for fame. It takes a certain caliber. I don't want the fame, to be honest with you, because it ain't worth a damn. No one cares. You already expect it on YouTube, but the fame, I just don't want that. No. That's what people that's desperate want attention. And when you start seeing them get a millions, they'll forget about the people. And you know what happens is they'll forget about you long term, and it is what it is. It's no way, all hell Grace goes degenerate. What's going on, man? My fault, degenerate. And it's just like what you see right now. A lot of niggas talk about the JX shit, Tabitha, shit that I already known since last year, shit that I already know that she was a cop. But here's the thing I did not know: she was trying to be the guy in the case, which is understandable. She's one of them types, and she's been one of them types. It's no hate towards this woman, right? I don't give a fuck about her. She don't give a fuck about me. I've been on panels with her like a few times over at Kudas. No shots at Tabitha. Tabitha's just like everybody else. It's just she comes and she goes. And I don't care about her damn cousins, whatever. No, niggas, you know what she was. He's us family business. No, once you put your business out on the internet, you're done. You can't defend that shit. And they was trying to go over it at the LBM Coliseum. I saw that straight. I said, them niggas is so stupid. They so stupid. You're gonna get cooked, bro. Just stay out of Ramil's panels. My advice to those twin brothers: stay off that shit, man. Just do your content and move on, man. Just get your cousin, correct her ass on the internet etiquette, and you're good. But they ain't gonna do that. That's just people are. I don't fuck with people like that. I just let them hang themselves, bro. No one gives a fuck about you like that. You gotta hold your own shit. When that shit happens, it is what it is. And it's just like I feel that Now I know people like to hide their subscribers. I understand some people do it for various reasons, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't afraid. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't care about this shit. I ain't trying to be famous. This shit is what it is because I already know what YouTube is. I already know what YouTube is because YouTube, it's like it's so much political bullshit behind it, right? And I'm roasting this sorry site and Google in general. What I don't like is the inconsistency in certain numbers, in certain topics. And I think the algorithm, I don't give a fuck about nothing about the algorithm, to be honest with you. The algorithm's a joke. That's a governmental control where people try to pick and choose what you want to listen to. I think the algorithm, I said this last year, I said the algorithm is nothing but a cancer. All it does is divide people up, and then you'll see people stop fucking with you long term. And I've learned this when I came back on YouTube finally on 2021. And last year was a breeze. This year is kind of like a wash because I'm trying to get past a certain struggle. Once I survive this year, next year will be excellent. I'll do the same thing like I did this year, but you're going to see a lot of differences. And long term, I'm not going to stay on this shit for longer because there's other website better than this. This is just a stomping ground to get me through the door. And I'm just saying, YouTube as a whole, it is what it is always been. And I try to tell, if I talk to AM1, just a panel, and I tell them, look, this shit's been dead a long time. It died in 2012. If you want real YouTube content, you should have came 15 years ago when I was on YouTube, when my first channel got, before it got flagged. And then after 2012, it was trash. It's always been trash. I've seen trash content years out, year after year, year after year. Even when I stopped doing content year after year, and I was around, it was bullshit. It was nothing on YouTube. It's just like I came back in 2020 when the pandemic came. That's when shit changed. People got divided. Saw that outside. People locked in. Boom, boom. Next year, semi outside, but stuck there. Everybody's buying content and all this other stuff. This year, oh my God, this is beasting. We are beasting. Everybody's doing different things. So yeah, man, I had a little growth. It is what it is, but no one really gives a shit. It's just what it is. So yeah, man. That's why I'm gonna take this long break in the summer so I can get my head clear and then I'll be all right. Because I want people, all my content not to count. I refuse to focus on others' content like they're okay. Okay. That's understandable. And I'm not afraid to strategically be productive. Okay, cool, cool, cool. She said that. Okay, that's an excellent comment. And a lot of people, I mean, everybody's different. The people in the chat, it's nothing wrong. I'm just saying in general, like I understand why people do what they do. It's understandable. And that's their thing. But me, I never hide my subscribers. I want the younger generation to know, yes, this man got a lot of subscribers. Because I know people gonna talk shit about the numbers. I don't give a shit. Not big on numbers anyway. Only time I'm good on numbers if I'm solving money and things like that nature, and I'm good. But I'm not a big numbers guy. I never will be. Because I don't care for it like that. Numbers, sometimes they do lie. People skew it to a certain individual. And some people say numbers is always right. That's only works in sports and everything else. But outside of that, it don't really matter because most people gonna talk they bullshit regardless. They're gonna pick and choose what they're gonna listen to. And people, I've learned this last year in April, all the way through August. And I learned even when I upgraded, I tell people it's not that easy to get a whole room in. And I tell people if you don't have a subject matter, see, this is open topic. Sunday Madness number, should I say number 17? My fault. Number 17. Number 17. Number 17. So number 17 is kind of like very interesting because the last Sunday we talked about was, is trauma bonding a religion? Yes. That was a 2-hour stream. That was a good stream. And the rest of it, then I had the Super Bowl edition, ACS mode. I had 3 hours. So that type of time. Then I had the trim edition. That's the famous one out of all of them. Yeah, so Sunday Madness has been a little success. I had to scrub Sunday Madness number 11. and the situation with Gino and Hannibal, but that's a whole nother, spiel. I'm not gonna get into that. And that was the only thing. But outside of that, I've been doing good with content wise. So you're gonna see a lot of differences, man. So you gotta understand something. Most people don't really care what you say. So content is content end of the day. Once you do it, you do enough of it, you expect to do more. And I say it like this. A lot of people just gonna pick and choose what they're gonna do. And I think some people just gonna look at streams and just say, hey, this is what it is. And I'm just basically talking about spring weather and things like that. The weather's kind of mild and crisp. And you got to look at it what it is. Some people just going to pick and choose what type of content they're going to listen to. And I know it's subjective to most people and things like that. And it is what it is. And the next hour, I'll drop the link, whatever, if y'all want to talk or whatever. And some people just going to be who they are. But what I say about AM1's that interview with him and Super Sly, I like that interview. Quiet as a scale. I really love that interview. I love that interview the way he asked about, he did the health and fitness. That's cool. But if I was him, limit the nigga shit. The nigga shit, yes, Ramil is the king of that. That's why I call it the LBM Coliseum. That's why I get all my screenshots from. He don't give a fuck. Same here. I don't either because it's a lot of censorship on YouTube. And that's the thing about YouTube I don't like. It all started in 2012. And after that, I was done with it. I had a chance to grow. I don't want to do that. I'm staying right here because if I get another channel, yes, I will grow. It's not that hard. You just got to pick a different avenue and start doing it. People ain't gonna fuck with you long term. See, one thing I don't like about the site is it's a lot of politics in it, and I would love to see what Rumble's gonna do. Rumble's the future for me. If I ever go to Rumble and do a live stream or pre-record, it's a wrap. I'm staying there for good. I gotta see if it's conducive, and if it is, I'll fuck with it long term. But this one right here, this is like a fail safe. This is something I'll stream every other often. So I got to get used to it. It's not fun for most people to deal with. So you got to understand something. And that's how I look at it. But it is a popularity contest. And I think AM1 is understanding that if it's a popularity contest, he ought to know that the nigga shit will be obsolete real soon. A lot of people try to say it won't be. No, it will be because the incel problem. I'm going to speak on this a little bit. If you're in the manosphere and they paint you as an incel, and I don't think y'all know about the sting up that's just happened. It's already happening this month. It's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again probably next month. I'm going to tell you this right now. If anybody's doing any manosphere red pill insurgency topics that are geared towards not just women hate, but all sorts of shit, you already labeled as a terrorist. Technically, they're vote sales, but you got some intel followers for you, and it ain't got nothing to do with red or black pill. That's just propaganda distractions. We talk about actual content. A lot of people say it's going to be you talking on panels. No, it's your actual content. If you have content that ain't consist of that, and you got both genders participating in that, you're in great hands. But if you got like my channel, and I would say like I got historical stuff, things like that. I had like a couple of fuckery streams there and there, and some pre-record. You would know I don't talk much about women on here. I got like a less percentage of women watching me, and then I got more men watching me. So it's a bit of both. Men are the majority, women are like the minority over here. Because usually I had a little bit more, evens it out. So 90% men watches my shit. It's usually 84 to 90, 94 and all that. So yeah. But it is what it is, man. Like a lot of people stop fuck with certain people. That's how their numbers jump, which is true. Uh, it depends on what you want. So for right now, I'm just focusing on what I need to do over here and people are not going to do actual content like they supposed to. If I told that to AM1, I said, AM1, you missed the boat when it was great in 2012 and above, in 2007. You missed the golden era, man. You missed the golden era of YouTube when it was something, when it meant something, and now everybody's on that bullshit. That's what killed it. So stop saving the manosphere. It's already been infested with incels. Wacky World of O exposed that last year. I mean, 2 years ago. I watched. I remember him saying it. I exposed it last year and got some info on it, and I stayed out of it. Now it's running its course, and that's how you got to look at it. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's read what Queen's comment says. She said, "People desperate to be famous and validated as important." Exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. And I was trying to tell that to if I wasn't in the comments, I was sky watching it. I tried to tell that to AM1 once in a chat room where there's teapot in them. You got to be careful who you listen to, man, because a lot of times these people ain't genuine, bro. Like sometimes if you want to listen to fuckery string, go to Ramil's. You want somebody that talks about real shit and balance it out and then have harsh criticism. Well, Tasi's one of them. He's fair. Everybody else can do that. I can even do that. The problem is I don't get that enough support on this channel like that anyway. And to me, that's a good thing because I'm not trying to be famous. Niggas got the wrong idea. And the problem is they think they know much, but they don't really know everything. But what you got is people having problems dealing with their personal problems and they bring it on YouTube and think that's the gospel. The problem with people that don't have proper content shows me who they are. And that's the thing about me not caring about other individuals. So you gotta understand. So that's what you got to deal with. And I'm just saying, like, in so many words, some people just gonna look at it different, you know. And then when you get into it, you don't worry about the next thing that's going on. But yeah, he was saying that. He said, why is people not listening to guys like us and doing real content? He has to understand, like, when you're in certain spaces, people ain't gonna fuck with you in the beginning. A lot of people fuck with you based off the bullshit that they spew. And like I said, this is what we call what? Glorified echo chambers. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. And what I mean by glorified echo chambers, it's not a good thing. And mindless topics. I wish he was here, or if he was in the chat, I would have told him that shit right there is what causes problems in all YouTube spaces and topics. And I think when we talk about mindless topics, like what you see on TV and YouTube, is trash can content. What we call stagnation content over here. See, evergreen content is not entertaining. It's not fun. It's actually actual content that's hard hitting, and you can be super evergreen with it. Now, everybody's not evergreen content. They hate guys like us. We're like the antagonists to their argument. You know what I'm saying? And I love being antagonistic on any panel, especially in third shift. And that's what it was. But see, for me, I understand that I was a part of that and I let that shit alone. I think I let that shit alone around the summer. In the fall, that's when I flourish. So yeah. He said, what about the leadership? Well, there's no pure leadership. If I told this to AM1, there's no pure leadership in the manosphere. It's because a lot of you dudes are not leaders. Y'all don't profess to be great leaders. And y'all claim y'all leaders, but you're really not. You got this Annihilator Beer motherfucker named Mal Manorman wants to be the leader of what? So there's no pure leadership. There's no contingency plan to you staying long term. And that's why O'Shea did what he did. They said he did more for the space than anybody. He did more than this. He did do. Who cares? But he's the problem to go against black women with that Tommy bullshit. That's why people like him. They don't fuck with a nigga like that. Sorry, bro. His shit is trash. Like that's trash can content. Equals what? Stagnation content. People like that shit. That's cool. I'm not hating. And that's what you got to deal with. Man, I need to stop dozing off. I'm gonna be all right. But it's one of those Sundays, long Sundays. But it's still daylight because normally this would have been 2:20 something like that, but it's 3:26. So it is what it is. It is what it ain't. And some people just go crazy. I ain't pulling the platinum on y'all. That nigga be drunk on panels and be sleeping. I haven't been in his shit before, and I'm just not going to hit the link and start screaming. It is what it is. Not everybody's gonna deal with you long term. And I think one thing I can say about it, you can stay as long as you can. And I just said, like, look, people can choose who they listen. But see, AM1, he was trying to say, well, we need change, we need positivity in these spaces. No, you do not. Niggas is just gonna be niggas. That's why the classroom thing, like I think DS once said, and I saw the replay of that stream. That was an excellent stream that we did with Shar. She was trolling with the Nicki Minaj thing. That shit's wild. It's super, 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 super wild. And it was very telling. She said it's a lot of YouTube churches. Yeah. Red pill churches. I think me, Cerulean talked about that. And that's what you got now. That's what you got. These spaces, and it gets worse. And I think a lot of people just got to understand that most people are just not going to get it. You can't get mad what people do. You can't get mad what others do. You just got to deal with it, man. Like a lot of times people just going to be on that type of bullshit. You just got to look at it, man. Not everybody's going to be on the same page. And I'm just like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. But a lot of times people just going to be in that type of madness. But the reason I call it Sunday Madness, man, it's a free for all. You can say what you want. People can be reckless if they have their differences. They solve it out. They can say something intellectual. It's kind of like a half barbershop, half debate, sparring, verbal sparring. You make some points. You show you the evidence. It's a balance of a lot of things. But the nigga shit, I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. It's semi nigga shit over here. I'll say it like that. I mean, the nigga shit is cool, but nigga shit that just don't want to dabble with that much. They scared to come over here because we intimidate certain people. But we villains, we pesky in our villainy. It is what it is. Because I was kind of dozed off on, man, because my brain was trying to go to sleep. Try to put me to sleep while I'm on the live stream. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. But I gotta do the Sunday. I gotta do the Sunday because I ain't gonna stream for that long. We'll see if y'all want to carry it that long. Because I'll do a 4 hour. That's it. If I have it in me. I'm just gonna say what's what, and I don't expect no different. I think a lot of people just get upset when we talk about things. It becomes a standard that what we have. That's just the thing. When you have things that become a problem with content creators, It is what it is. What's going on, Art? Peace. And I think AM1 was trying to say you can have the nigga shit like in halfway. Well, you can. People tried it. I tried it last year and I tried it several times. Sometimes when people throw a shot, they get emotional. That's why they can't hang on these panels like that. See, what I've learned is I stopped giving a fuck and start doing my content and smash one. I still throw shots at people in these open topics, and I have to do that, especially on vlog streams. You got to, because on panels it's not conducive. People challenge me in the chat room. I throw shots at people in the chat room. But once I would love to see how they gonna upgrade and come against me and challenge me. That's cool. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off, but it's what it is. I welcome it. You know what I mean? You can talk about various things, but but that manosphere shit, I just ain't gonna co-sign that shit. I'm sorry, bro, but that shit right there don't grow your content, bro. I tried that shit in April. That shit didn't work. So I'm old school. I go back to the days of '07 and 1.0 days when I lost my channel. That was my first channel. But you gotta understand something. I wasn't on this type of tip until later, but I had the knowledge back then. I've always had the intellectual knowledge, but I had to relearn a lot of shit and look at the world different. I had that little glimpse in my 20s. If I did not have that, I wouldn't be around. So it is what it is, and it is what it ain't. So you gotta understand, some people gonna pick and choose who they're gonna deal with. So let me hit this off. Okay, it's an hour. Yeah, let me get this started because I know this is Sunday. Normally I don't be doing these during the week because I set a standard and I said, you know what, let me do this so I can get this out the way because most people gonna be on some bullshit anyway because they're gonna talk about the JX and the things like that. I don't give a fuck about that shit, to be honest with you, because this is Sunday. You can come through whatever, wherever you like. But yeah, I think I saw those replays of my streams and I enjoyed them. And even the test stream we was talking about different things, equipment and things like that. And I think Information Man said, if you sound the same, uh, some people say you do. It don't really matter for most people, but if you sound the same all the time and didn't upgrade your shit, you would realize that shit's gone. And you'll realize it's horrible. That's their opinions. That's how they have that audiophile mindset. But for me, I sound a little bit the same, but I sound a little different in audio preferences. It depends. But I just have a clear voice, rough voice, and it can be nice and loud and talk my little shit. I use different types of frequencies of microphones, and that's it. I chose to go with my connectors today with my box, just testing out, see if I'm gonna use this from now on. I may have. So you do that to stay within grounds of what you're doing. Some people say, "Oh man, he's got good audio." Yeah, I always do. I always sound crisp, but the whole goal is you want to keep it that way. And I'm learning that Sundays I can show you the best I can, because the other weekly streams I use different ones. So, but Independent Thinking Series, it'll be like this again as always, because that's every other Tuesday. And the trick with that is, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? It is so interesting. Why not? And it's just like it can handle so much. So you just gotta look at it. But like I said, him saying there's no positive content. Well, he should have came around when the years was it meant to be something. See, people think 2015. I don't give a fuck about 2015. Let's go back to 2012 and above. That's when it was great. But YouTube It's been a wash. I mean, those years is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in 2022 now. We're moving forward, and that's it. If niggas got a problem, what I'm saying, they can go fuck themselves. This is what it is. I'm just being honest. Like the Mansfield, I respect it was 1.0, 2.0, not so much. They said they did a lot. No, they didn't. They just did a lot of fuckery streams, and they talked about women like 95% of their topics. It's the same shit I've heard decades ago. I mean, the ones in 2.0, 3.0, they have some decent content. Some do make content without the women shit. It's only a small handful, but the majority of you that like nigga shit, I see it all the time. I'm not mad. It is what it is. I've learned to accept that in 2021. And I realize why they come from that angle. Because it's a big, big money sell. I want to tell that to and1. No, it's a big money sell. Anytime you talk about this shit, it's a money grab. What they say, content strategy. See, that's the bullshit strategy I'm talking about. You don't want to talk about that 95% of the time. It kills your content after a while. I see people that try to do that shit. That shit did not work, bro. You got to think for your motherfucking self. And that's the point I'm trying to tell people. Don't do this shit. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But that's how people get. People gonna get emotional and talk different and things like that. But I say it like this: but if I was him, man, keep up with the fitness. Shouts out to him. He came through on my independent thinking series, and I saw him in the chat. I said, "Oh, okay, this is one of the things I do this one a lot. I'm gonna bring it this week, but you gotta understand something. A lot of people try to say they ain't a classroom. I think Arab Black was trying to say that last week, dude. It is a classroom over here. Like I drop knowledge every now and then. I do it on Wednesdays a lot. That was the whole purpose. Sometimes I don't do it on Sunday Madness. This is not a political stream. No, this is a free for all. You can say what you want. I'm not gonna argue with people on some bullshit that's irrelevant. You can look up for yourself. I'll debate you on it on the street. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do in so many words. But it's like a classroom. Greetings, Shar. Greetings, greetings. It's like a classroom. And I think people need to quit saying it ain't. See, once you start realizing that, you can have that type of mentality. Most people ain't gonna like you regardless, based off your reputation on YouTube. I've been noticing that for the longest. And if I was on an interview with him and Super Slide, I tell him, no one gives a fuck. It's just them. And shouts out to Superfly. Yeah, he kind of got tired of Gabe. And he said what he said, and it's pretty interesting. I'm not mad what Gabe did, and he was going after platinum. That was cool. But Super Slide, oh my God. He's went ham. It was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think people should understand that. So it's gonna come at you, they're gonna come at you regardless. So, everybody's trying to do fuckery streams. Well, the last time I did one, it was Sunday Madness number 2. That's the last you're ever gonna see that. You ain't gonna see much. That was heated. That was the time of last year when things was coming around. I had that dark picture. I had that black pill picture. I was trolling at the time, and a lot of people just didn't understand when I did that. I did that on a certain specific individual, and it worked. So I did it on purpose like that. But I was going through it. I'm still had that mindset of that, but I live my world a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to rush nothing or anything, but most people just ain't gonna like you based off your reputation. And that's I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that until probably the day I die, and I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? But quiet skip as a content creator, yeah, that's the way it is. And like I give a fuck. I said, yeah, you got no friends. It ain't about having friends. It's about understanding people. If you're a true friend, you wouldn't turn your back against me. But it is what it is. So I'm not tripping off of nobody. It's just what it is. True friends don't do that. I understand friendship is because I used to have friends back in the day, homeboys or whatever, they just came and went. And I have son that had families, and we did our thing. We just went separate. I just chose another state to get opportunity to move on. So that's the whole purpose. But I don't give a damn about that friendship talk. That's just talk. So I'm kind of isolated in a way. Once you're isolated and then you talk to individuals here, this is cool. When you're super isolated, you don't really have no options. So me, I'm not playing those games. It's always got to be about paper and shit. That's what's wrong with us as a collective. But it is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. That's just part of it. Just be that damn collective. I don't give a shit about arguing with people about shit. I treat it what it is, bro, and I leave this shit a lot longer than you think. I don't give a fuck about the next man or this person. We gotta stop the bullshit, bro. Let's just be fucking honest. But you get what you get. And I said, just be honest. I did a stream on that. It was talking about the villains, but also be honest with me. Don't act like you lie and pretend that you don't fuck with me, though. That's the shit that I don't like. Some people expect you not to do anything, but that's the whole thing about so in so many words, I'm just like saying, look, just do the content best you can. Don't get upset. Don't get discouraged. I mean, discouraged. People are gonna do what they do. And my brain's trying to put my ass to sleep. I don't like that. It's the afternoon. We can't do that. It's almost 4. This is 3:41 Eastern. And it is what it is. I know people just say, why is he dropping the link? I do this every Sunday. I told y'all. Every Sunday during the week, I'm not doing as much. And that's how you gotta look at it. That's how you gotta look at it. But some people gotta look at things like that. So let me turn this up a little bit. But yeah, like I will say this. They had some good discussion. I was looking at that last night, and then I was looking at everybody else's stream. Shouts out to everybody that streamed yesterday. It's pretty cool and things like that. So I didn't really care. But shouts out to Nadia for a good stream she did. I saw half of it. I was moving around and just busy and just because weekend streams can be crazy. But see, I'm glad I start Sundays. Sundays is where you pick up your views and things like that, and then people come around and do their thing. So it's not something that I don't worry about. It comes through. Everybody does. And that's just how you look at it. Man, my brain is kind of asleep. I had to fight through that shit. But that's the whole thing. But one thing I can tell y'all is like, for one, when he was saying that there's no options on content, man, and one, you gotta understand, it's a small circle. People choose who they listen to as the most. I think you should look at my stream, Sunday Madness. Um, it's trauma bonding a religion. I think you should listen to that. You'll get a better understanding of where we're coming from because a lot of people make churches out of these. And I think that's the problem. And then you got to look at the content creator himself. If he's worth a damn, that's the thing. You just study and sit back and fall back. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to agree to your stance. I know it's unpopular and you're by yourself. That's what it is. So, and you just got to look at it from that angle. Not everybody's going to support you long term. And I think it's the loyalty and the support. And I throw this the information, man. That's the thing that you're going to need. So, again, that's just what it is. It's an hour and 15 to 13 seconds. So give me a chance to step away. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go on mute and I gotta get something out of the whatchamacallit, out of the dryer. So I'll be right back. Give me about 3 minutes and I'll be back. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back at it again. Back at it again. Ooh, it's been an hour. Okay. Yeah, I had to get my stuff out of the dryer and stuff. But yeah, sometimes, people come through, and that's the thing. And I'm just like, one thing about spring I find it very interesting is, people talk about sundress season and things like that. I mean, shouts out to people that do the sundress season thing. That's good for y'all. It's very amazing. No hate towards me or anything. It's just what it is. If you like sundress season, you understand something. And that's just how you look at it. You know what I mean? Well, some people got to have sundress season. But about it is, some people just like that sundress season. Oh, so many out there, but it's gonna get wild next month because it's gonna be wild next month. This month is kind of like a wash because the trees are budding down here fast in Georgia. We saw that in February when it was like a mild winter. Early in March, it took time. It was cold, like the early part is still winter, but when you get into this month, this is where the heart of it is. See, now we're in the new year. A lot of people think we're in the new year in January. No, 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 no. This is the new year because technically the new year is usually spring. So I think we're in. I think are we in Aries season? Let me check. Let me check something, y'all. Let me check something, y'all. Let me check the zodiac. Hold on, because this is important. Zodiacs. Oh shit. Oh my god, did I blow past this shit? God damn it. Yeah. Did a zodiac folder? Hold on. I think I did a zodiac. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, my fault. My fault. What the fuck I'm doing? This nigga's wild. Okay. Oh, tomorrow will be Aries season. So we're in Pisces. Okay, we're still in the 12th house of the zodiac. So the end of last year of 2021. People think we're in the new year technically in Capricorn season, which is ass backwards, but technically, if you go by the zodiac, that's not really the new year. Because see, they think the new year starts in January. The new year, technically, that's not true. It has to be aligned with certain scriptures and things like that. It's like a new year, but it's really not. It's actually the same year. That's what it feels like, because it really feels like the same year. It's not really the new year. The new year really is the Pisces season. I will say after the Pisces season. So it's like, okay, February 19th and 20th, we're still in. So a lot of people believe in cups. I don't believe in that because I think you're still a Pisces. Some people think they're Aries, but no, you're a Pisces. They're on the 20 dial. So Pisces is technically the end of the last day of last year in 2021 because that mindset's got to die off. Now we're going to go to Aries seasons on the 21st. So since it's going to end at April 19th, it's going to be a day after a year since I've been on YouTube for like 10 years. Well, actually, this second channel for 10 years. I've been on YouTube for like 15 years, 15 and a half, because the next month will be like the 27th of my first channel. That would be like 15 years ago. So I've been on this thing for a long time. Lost it through some bullshit 2012, but I ain't gonna get into it. But Aries seasons will start 21st, ends in the 19th. So Taurus season, we already know April 20th, all the way down to May 20th, like the 220s. And you already know what it is. So Gemini starts the 21st, ends in June 20th. See, June 20th is the first day of summer. Y'all better get ready. It's gonna be hot. So the third house, that's what we're waiting on. That's when the shit gets thick. And then the Leo season, you already know. So the Aries season is here. It's upon us. Not yet, but it'll be tomorrow. So the Aries got it. First house of the zodiac. So the beginning of the new year on the 21st. Because the 21st is day new year. So in this year, it's going to be exquisite. So you're going to get a feel what's going on in the spring. So spring is basically the new year. It's culture. You know, what I say is culture. Some people don't think it's like the new year. So, you know, the Gregorian Roman calendar is trying to say the Capricorn is the new year, but we already know that's not true. Because the new year, we don't know what it's going to bring. A lot of people say ain't going to be no terrorist attacks, but it's a possibility. So I understand people don't like the fact that we're doing this stream or whatever. I'm still doing Sunday Madness. No, don't y'all worry. This is an all Sunday stream. And it's one of my streams that I always do religiously. It's standard now. I did a stream called Sunday Chills. Sunday Chills is a long ass streams. I used to do at nighttime. It was cool at the time. And I used to call them Sunday Chills. Sunday Chills was religiously good. The problem with that is I don't stream twice like that no more. People don't like to go with Sunday Chills. See, when I did Sunday Madness, I did it for a purpose. The reason I did it, it became a thing, and I'm glad I did it in November. That's where it starts. It's gonna be an anniversary, and we're gonna go back to. Well, I can't go back to the first one because it's Monday Fever, you know, because we did that with Jay Sean and whatever. Because I lost that one through copyright. The second one, I will not play that. Y'all can watch that for yourselves because there's a sensitive word in there. They just slipped in there, and we're gonna leave that one alone. So yeah, it's an anniversary to it. But I got playlists y'all can watch, so it's no need. So y'all can watch that on your time. But I will play the other ones that I like good. It's good builds and things like that. So yeah, Sunday Madness is good. So you ain't gonna see me play myself on the stream like that. I'm gonna leave that alone. It's up to y'all, you know, if y'all want to watch it or not. But that series is gonna remain potent, what it is. Thursday Thrills, we already know. It's gonna go back to the first one. And we're gonna bring back what Thursday Thrills was originally was it about. It's like a Thursday talk. We had a long discussion. I'll play it when I get back and bring it back around the summer, and then you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But that's the thing about being a good content creator that's gonna be evergreen for you for a long time. It sticks with you. So when you have these things and these conversations, you just want to build up your confidence level. So sometimes people are not just going to be expected you to do more. And that's the thing about me. Yeah, I'm pre-recording now. You know, I haven't done no content since Saturday when I dropped 2 pre-records and I just moved on. I think I did. Was it Friday? I didn't do none Saturday, but I did something Friday and I just moved on. Because Thursday I did a good Thursday thrill stream. I haven't did it with screenshots. I might have to see that again. That shit was wild. That shit was so fucking wild. It ain't even funny. That's a preview to what I'm gonna do with this new Thursday at 5:30, and then I'm gonna just hit the stream and I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm good. People just gonna be like, this thing is wild. He come with them damn screenshots. I know. That's what I do. I do this shit. Some people just gonna be like, we ain't studying this nigga. But it's gonna happen, you know. It depends on what you do and your travels, things like that. I'm just like, I tell it like it is, man. I'm just like, this spring, I'm just gonna let loose. I don't care. People come through. If they ask if they have a channel, I'll slide through. and I'll hook up my shit. We'll have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? But it's not what we think; it's how we think. So, I'm not gonna have a lot of people today because I can go 3 hours on this one. This one I can go 3 hours. I can. It's a possibility because 3 hours is more than enough for me, or 2 hours, and I'll see who comes up and come through. If they don't, that's fine. The reason I dropped the link on these, you can have this discussion. Anybody can hit it. Um, just be warned, I ain't with the bullshit today. No ambushes. If I see you on that bullshit, you out of here. That's one of my number one rules over here. Just keep it straight. Give it to me straight. I won't deal with no bullshit. If you have an issue, you will address it, but we ain't gonna yell and scream. It's my platform. I do what the fuck I want to do. Y'all don't dictate what I do. It ain't for everybody. I know. We deal with knowledge and pristineness over here, but we also deal with respect. Keep it above board. But if you can't do that, I have to get you up out of here. Because a lot of times people like to ambush and want to scream and yell and try to say, "Oh, you go crazy." No, I know how to control my shit. I don't mind dropping it in the chat. A lot of people get tired of that. I understand, but me, I have to do it for Sundays. I have to build that reputation. I gotta stick with it. Most people try to take that and try to do what I do. They can't do that. He said, "I drop it all the time." No, your shit's a trash can. Mine's not. There's a difference. I stick to the Sundays because nobody was streaming Sundays like that. A lot of people say they stream Sundays. Bullshit. None of you niggas stream Sundays. I was the first one to do it. Sundays made it popular last year. When I started doing content, people started messing with me. When I mess with certain people, niggas start falling on the wayside. It is what it is. Nobody likes you when you fuck with certain people. And I think D. Durrell said it best. Yes, it's some bullshit. That's why I don't like this type of sector over here and the manosphere and as a whole, because it ain't shit. It's not conducive. It's them motherfuckers over there. If this shit dies, I'm okay with that. It's the individuals and these bitch assness that I see all the time. This ain't got nothing to do with men. It's these bitch ass people that y'all in those spaces. I'm not a part of that shit. They made it clear 2 years ago, and they made it clear early 2021. I say fuck every last one of them. I already picked a side in the summertime. I already picked a side in August. And ever since that, I stayed with it. It's just not easy because niggas get mad at me for some other shit. Oh fuck. Fuck them. They gotta die on that hill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saving nobody. No, I say the select few. I told y'all this many, many times on vlog streams, certain panels. I say the select few that gives a fuck, and the ones that don't give a fuck, you're done. You're off my fucking handle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saving everybody on this trip. Because y'all don't deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand something. Me doing this for a long time lets you know I'm consistent when I'm doing. I'm not worrying about the next person trying to be successful and trying to be famous off the shit. I ain't trying to be famous, bro. I'm just a content creator like anybody else and just passing through. Just give you little information and I fall the fuck back. That's what I do. That's it. That's it. But niggas don't get that. They just like, man, he ain't doing this. That nigga ain't doing that. He ain't talking about them hoes. See? When you talk about hoes, they go crazy. I'm not gonna argue about women all day. No. Niggas is losers, man. I saw that 2 years ago and y'all ain't did nothing. It's called precision. Know what the fuck you talking about. We don't do no PPTs. We don't do no mindless topics. We don't do none of that shit, bro. We don't do gender politics over here. We don't do endless SBE discussions. We don't do that. Get down and lay down and get rolled on. That's it. ACS all day, baby. Antagonists, contrarians, and spectators. I believe in that. That's what we are. That's what we stand for. And it works. We spectate on drama. I love spectating. Love it. They can call it gossip, whatever, but I love it. It's the truth. Because niggas are inconsistent. They don't want to do the work. If anyone should look at that from that perspective, from a bird's eye view, you would understand that most of these niggas ain't shit, bro. That's why you got an incel problem. That's why you got terrorism, domestic terrorism at that. That's why it's breeding. You don't need that on your platform. It's not gonna stop, bro. Always gonna stop is people stop supporting certain individuals that don't have their best interests. We're not talking about people in our side. We're talking on their side. They want to control panels all day. That's the problem. And that's why I agree with D. Durrell. Yeah, that shit right there is what kills content. And then you wonder why Mr. Pookie, I mean, not Pook. I didn't mean to call him Pookie. That means lame. Okay. I call him Mr. Puke Jackson, or should I say Puke Saxon, quit like a little bitch, like Wacky was saying. That's true. It's his fault. He's the custodians of this space, of their space, I mean. And he's a fuck up. And I'm glad he left. He showed his hand. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. And I'm just saying, like, from what I can tell from a distance, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. So when you have people not liking you for a long time, it weighs on you. So one thing I could say to him is, like, if he's done this over decades, and especially this channel, the second channel, I've done it the longest in my first channel and got a lot of subscribers over time when I left. I didn't buy them. They just happened to subscribe to some of my old shit, and that was it. And they kept commenting on it, and I didn't even respond ever again. I did, and then I said I stopped responding. I ain't got time. That shit's too old. I don't want to hear that. So get the fuck out of my face. I was on a different type of time. So you gotta remember, when I did those pre-recordings, I was in my 20s, bro. Talking that shit. I was like 23 going on 24 doing that shit. That was the solid of the year. That's 10 years ago, bro. And then fast forward now, 10 years later, I still got that essence of content in me. But it takes time. It's not popular right now. Until I leave this shit will fester up. I know what I'm doing. If this site still thrives and be alive right now, this shit, what I was saying back then, is going to be paramount. These niggas that you see talking about the hoses winning and all this stuff, yeah, they went in certain degrees. But if them niggas is not consistent with their content, they out of here. I will always do Sunday streams. Always. They'll be called Sunday Madness. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the standard of the morning, Sunday Madness. It's afternoon. I started it at 3 afternoon in the winter. But once it gets to a certain level, you get this. You know this. In the springtime, you already know it's going to be 2:30 Eastern. That's the new standard, because it was 3 o'clock, and then I changed that shit. Once I start changing shit, you already know what time it is. It's going to be that standard. It's going to be remain this way for a long, long time. Otherwise, it's not going to knock me off this shit. I remember, once you have this, you're here. You're here now. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares for a long time. And I think the good thing about it is you got to look at it for what it's worth. Content is not conducive to everybody. So when you have content, and I was talking about, addressing it, because I saw Super Slack. He had a good interview with AM1. He's a cool dude. AM1, he's one of them guys that he shouldn't be in the mainstream if he wants to teach fitness. Them niggas is out of shape anyway. They're losers, bro. They're fucking losers. They're always gonna be losers. This is 2.0 ho, like what my man Legendary Wacky World of O said, and 3.0 ho. Fuck them niggas. They get what they get. They missed the boat, bro. Fuck them. They the same type of niggas that had a problem with me way back then. What's going on, Mike? Salute. But a lot of these niggas, they suckers, man. In real life, they can't build a foundation of friendship. I can. I've done it before, man. I've done it years after year, and I'm loyal. Ask anybody in my family, and one of my cousins said, this nigga's loyal. It's a handful of people say that. They can vouch for me. See, I don't have to show them to know that. One of them lives down here, married to a white wife. He's cross town. If he's still around. You know what I'm saying? He got a job, decent. He's in the military. He's doing great. Me, on the other hand, I'm still here. If I decide to live overseas, that's a different story. But I ain't at the position where I want to be in right now, but I will be. I'll get that straightened out this year and then next year, whatever. If I get in that position, yeah, I'll leave this shit. This shit ain't nothing. Because YouTube, to me, at this time, it is what it is. I don't really broadcast my shit like that on a public stage. I don't. I keep that shit very private and I keep it off air and all the other shit. I do what I do. I just do content and move on. I talk about various things. I talk about sports. I talk about most in-depth politics, current events. This is something that I share on this channel. I talk about shit that no one else don't talk about. And that's what I do, man, because that's mainly what this channel is. Yes, I talk about historical shit. I'm known to talk like this. I come out of that world. So mainly I'll make references to historical things and politics. That's my shtick. I do that with this channel. The other shit, like the tech shit, I can talk about that too, but I need a whole different channel to talk about that. I know it's a big, wide audience when people try to get into tech and streaming and things like that. That's not easy to talk about. A lot of motherfuckers is weird. They don't know what they talk about. I try different things. I try different headphones, systems, you name it, games, all that shit, electronic shit. I know about this shit. Y'all can't tell me shit about a hardware. You can't on a PC. You just can't. I see my dad build something on Windows 95 years ago. I rearranged some of the wiring. He had a friend named Larry, white friend, that helped him all that shit. And he did it. They both did it and had a business together. Now he was gonna do business with me one day. Growing up, he told me when I was younger, but I took a different path. I took sports. I took various things. See, I'm a multifaceted, multi-talented type guy. I still am. I just have different mindsets of what I do. I just don't have a niche yet. Once I have that niche, I'll be all right. But the niche to me is not a fit for me. And I'm coming to realize that I got to make my own niche. What's good for me? And what I did with this content, I'm just doing podcasting on real stuff, real current events. That's all I talk about. 95% of my content of these open discussion is really current events. It could be YouTube related, political related, and then we get into the problems. I deal with real solutions. Real solutions, when you're dealing with stagnation content equals conflict creators, you stop fucking with them immediately and move on. It's not easy to say, but most people want to hear it from me and out of my own mouth. That's what I think of it. That's just what it is, man. Most people just want to look at it different. I know people just don't like the fact that you just get into it and you just be like, all right, it's cool. He said, shit, I'm moving to Oklahoma. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that shit. I know it's good stuff in Oklahoma, but good luck with that. In the South, you better be prepared. Be better be prepared for your shit. And it's just what it is. And that's just how this is how you got to get through it. But that's just me looking at it from a bird's eye view, things like that. So we're gonna talk about it in the mic line and things like that. So let's just keep it 1,000. But like I said, I mean, most people they want to go in on Saint the Center right now, but and speaking of which, he's live right now talking to a certain individual we always like to troll. But y'all can check that out later. But I'm just sky watching. I'm like seeing what's on YouTube and things like that. But yeah, man, like it is what it is, bro. Like I'm not tripping. It is what it is. And that's just how it is. But he got his trolls and his slum followers that are delusional, these hoes. It is what it is. I mean, if y'all like if y'all like dude, that's cool. I'm not saying not to listen to him. If you like the nigga, that's fine. But I don't fuck with him. I tell it like it is. If you like that nigga, I don't fuck with him for real, for real. Cause I know I trolled him 2 years ago. Nigga ain't really built like that, bro. I already know the truth about this dude. I already know off air and we talked about him. I already know the truth about this dude. This dude ain't really built like that. He ain't built like that. Last time I was on a panel with him, I think it was like when Jerome talked about his dead grandmother. I didn't give a shit about that. Kuda did that on purpose, so he wouldn't let us up. And it was some bullshit. And people left the panel. They was pissed. I'll never forget that stream. It was a bullshit stream. This is when I didn't have a mic at the time. I'm just gonna keep referencing that. That's who I was on the third show. I was a headset guy with the jack. Eventually, I got a microphone and I just moved on. But that's a whole nother story. But the reason I referenced that's who I was back then. See, I was on that type of tick because the manosphere, so-called manosphere, and mainstream manosphere, which you would say black and white, they deal with headsets. They don't deal with mics. Like I said, mainstream manosphere deal with mics. Yeah, some do. They podcast, but the majority of them don't use that when they get on panels. They be screening through a cell phone and don't like the stuff right here. And this is why we don't fuck with a lot of people. Everybody said, quit talking about shit like this. Quit talking about shit like this. You know how people is. But people are so stupid, and that's just what it is. And they just want to be on that bullshit. That's why I don't talk about tech stuff. I mean, I do when I talk about it, but niggas get so super emotional. And I think I ain't trying to rub nobody's face about it. If you're not a tech, this ain't for you. I just did a tech stream, but I'm not gonna do a lot of tech streams. A lot of niggas they just want to be emotional, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that emotional shit. I'm on some real shit. Like if you don't fuck with it, that's cool. But I'm not gonna get emotional about people not liking shit. And it's just what it is. And that's just what it is. But yeah, man. But yeah, it's one of those streams that's gonna be crazy, but some people just gonna look at it for obvious reasons. And I know people they ain't gonna like what I'm gonna really saying, but the spring is what the spring is. Spring is kind of like it's a good time to get out. It's a nice day today. I mean, I would love to go outside and do things like that, but and I'll walk around a little bit. But after the stream, I may do that. I may do that. And I know it's an hour, doing the stream with y'all, but looking outside, sky blue, everything else. If I did this outside, it'd be nice. But as what I'm saying is, you gotta look at it for what it is. Certain people are just gonna be on that type of time. That's just what it is. So you got to look at things like that. So you got to look at it from that angle. But it's just like I understand people have different perspectives. What's going on? And I'm just like, yeah, man. Yeah. But and that's just what it is. I think people, it's just like, you gotta deal with that. But I'm not worried about it, because yeah, we're approaching in the 2 hour mark, so I'll go to another hour. I'm going to another hour. So since if people ain't coming up, I just go talk right through it because 2 hours is about to approach. Yeah, if anybody wants to jump, y'all can join because I talked to like, what is it, an hour, 51 minutes and 11 seconds. So, like I said, this is what I'm gonna do. I got another hour, and then I'll shut it down around the 3 hour mark or something like that. I'll do that because I'll call it a day because Sunday Madness ain't what it used to be because I don't have that many people that's gonna come through because everybody's streaming Sunday. I was like, God damn, like everybody's rocking and rolling. Normally, I don't usually do that, because a lot of people say you got to get the time really. Now, some people, when I did this shit last year, I was on and popping. Yeah, it was on and popping, but now it's like everybody wants to do it now. Well, see, they forget that most of the times it's just like last night and early this morning. They try to say our stuff's born. No, that's y'all's weak ass like bullshit. Y'all stuck in y'all's own dereliction. Y'all choose who y'all listen to, and that's the audience fault, and it's the host's fault. They try to say that's standard. No, it's not. The content will be trash in the future. Let me tell you the secret. It's great right now. It's great right now in 2022 to be an asshole, right? But give it another 10 years. Nobody's not going to listen to that shit. It's bullshit. They don't forget shit. They'll forget shit. They'll forget about that 10 years from now. They going to forget about my shit, what I was saying. I was dissing this space because it's terrible. Nobody's being productive. You got to move on to other shit. Nobody cares about what I'm saying right now. I'll give it another 5 years or 10 years. People listen to my shit if it's still around. If this thing's still around, you already know. They better save these shits right now if they shut it down, whatever. But I doubt it. But if it keeps going, they still better watch it. It's no reason me not doing content anymore. I was done. And if I ever turn 40, I'm not doing content again. That's it. And that's it. And after that, I just let it grow. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to grow no shit. Because niggas gonna choose and do, for now on. But if everybody want me to do a stream, I'm gonna do it after stream. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it after stream. Because if something happens to me stop doing streams, I just gonna do after streams and just move on. Just I could do it that way and just go forward. So somebody's not gonna do a lot of streams like that. So people trying to compete with numbers and stuff, it's understandable. I'm not mad. A lot of say we shouldn't compete. That's cool, but you gotta understand, niggas like to compete. Like they say they don't compete. They compete all the time. I've noticed this when they lie and try to say they don't compete. That's bullshit. 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 I saw that when I did the Friday streams. I had to cut some of my Friday streams out, let them have that. Same with the Monday streams. Monday streams, I don't stream every Monday. It's every other Monday. And everybody asks me, why did you stream every other Sunday? Don't work that way. Because I'm only one streaming Sunday. Because Sunday, I'll get the views. I just get them on the playback. So I already know what people are listening to. I already know people love the fuckery more than they do. It's just how it is, man. Like when you're on YouTube, you understand people is gonna do what the fuck they gonna do, man. It's just what it is. Like if you say one thing, where's the difference? I don't see any difference when people pick and choose who they want. They pick who they listen to. I don't get mad about that. I kind of laugh at the shit because I already know where people stand their hearts and minds and souls. So you're dealing with something that is already existing. So some people gonna just say, "Hey, man, this nigga right here is acting crazy." They ain't studying me. So y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand. That's just crazy, man. On this day, 1990, Los Angeles Lakers retired Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's jersey number 33. Yeah. Was it March 20th, 1990? Yeah. Kind of remember that. I was like 2 at the time. That was a long time ago. So yeah, man, it's just it is what it is. But people gonna choose what they're gonna do. I'll see who's on today because a lot of people just gonna have their own viewpoints. And I'm just saying, people just gonna look at it and they gonna talk about the Jessica X like, oh, we exposed her and everything. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about this shit. That bitch was exposed all since day one. Yo, man, look at all that shit. She needs to be exposed. Bullshit. You niggas need to get a life. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Last time I chin checked her bitch ass was on the third shift, and I think me and Pepe ran her ass off the block. Like, bitch, get out of here with that bullshit. She don't even speak to me no more. I'll lobotomize her pathetic little ass. Fuck that hoe. Anyways, I don't know why y'all saying that hoe. I say it's still fuck you over here. She ain't welcome over here. That's why I say fuck all of them. It is what it is. See, when I'm on this channel, I don't need you. You ain't getting on no panels. No, your ass is gonna be in the fucking chat. Get your ass out here. So I ain't do it for money. See, that's why you got hoes, man. Hoes will say shit. And that's what she is, man. Like we don't fuck with people like that. And then you fuck with the other dude that's in the rainbow shit. We don't deal with that over here. We don't fuck with KS like that. Or Mal Man Man. He's another one. We don't fuck with them dudes. Shots will always gonna be thrown. It's just what it is. I throw subliminals every now and then. I have my allegiance, bro. Like I stick to what I know, man. Niggas can't tell me how to think over here, man. I do this shit. I do this shit because people just scared to say something. I'll say it, man. Yeah, man. Oh, they shouting out with the collaboration. That boy getting rich. Y'all niggas is wild, bro. That's how it is. But that's how I look at the world, man. But springtime is here. People say sundress season is here. Yes, here. Church folk getting it on, getting it down. They've been locked up since 2 years ago. And it's crazy, man. Everybody's gonna be outside acting crazy, acting wild. A lot of people try to say they're gonna have fun. Nah, they're gonna go out crazy and blow each other's brains out. Especially here. When the weather's like 70 something degrees and they start driving, then there's gonna be a lot of wrecks in the city. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't even live in the city no more since I'll say 2019. And I left that bitch and lived up here in a small town. And now it's 2020. I'll be 34 this year and they still have scars and shit. But like some people just gonna look at it different, man. And my brains be acting up. See, that's the one thing about Sunday. The new time. Let's talk about daylight savings time. Let's talk about daylight savings time. Let's get in this real quick. Daylight savings time. It's a man-made thing by the space-time continuum. I heard this from Brother Dawu 10 years ago. And a lot of people don't talk about the space-time continuum. I'm probably the only one in the sphere and other spheres to talk about it. I mention that a lot. Space-time continuum is like a time that's man-made, kind of like what you see now. And the rest of the world don't follow it. Half of the world don't follow it, but us in the Western Helm, we do, which is kind of crazy. It was actually created World War One. I found that out when I was in the workplace, and when I saw that shit, I was like, "Oh my god, this is some wild shit." This is something that you got to look at, and a lot of people just don't want to deal with it. And people just have their personal gripes with each other. But the new time just fucks everybody's sleep. They gain weight, and that's it. But that's the one thing I can say about it. Yeah, you see daylight and all that stuff. I've been noticing that for like years and years ago, but it's been around a long time. See, I didn't notice it when I was a kid. When the clocks go up and all that stuff. I didn't notice that when I was a kid. I didn't notice that. The 90s, I remember it, but I don't remember it that much. I noticed it, but I didn't notice it a lot like that. Only time, I'll tell you what I start noticing about the space time continuum and that. I didn't start getting into noticing that until I was in sixth grade in middle school. This was back 2001. It was years ago, years ago, years ago. Yeah, years ago. This is when I was about like 12 going on 13. And that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. And then when I got out of high school, I understand a little bit of it. But it is what it is. But that's how people get down, man. And you just got to look at it for what it is. Some people just trying to say, yeah, they try to tell you, keep streaming. I'm doing that right now. And when you're in the threshold of 2 hours, I can do 3 hours by myself, and it's no problem. I'm just not gonna do a 4 hour live stream by myself and do that. Some people can do that. Some people do 6. I'm not even trying, bro. People pick and choose who they listen to. And Sundays is one of those days people get views, and some people they don't. I get 15 people or more in the room. That's why I'm consistent what I do. This shit's gonna take time, man. Like this is like the worst part of this month. This is the worst month for me. Next month's gonna be good because now everybody's gonna be talking about the same shit. Everybody said, I think Kuda said they're gonna talk about Kanye. I don't give a fuck about Kanye. Kanye don't feel love, bro. And that's what you gotta have, man. I know it's less people supporting. That's cool. But shouts out to people that still stayed and listen. But yeah. This week is gonna be very interesting, man. It's gonna be very interesting week, and it's gonna be interesting spring. So sometimes people pick and choose what they do. You know what I'm saying? But do I get mad at people that don't show up? They will always watch the replay, and it's cool. And I'm not mad. I tell people, look, if you support me and you like the replay, I respect y'all. That's loyalty. And I told this to Information Man. No, loyalty matters. Loyalty matters to certain people. And if I'm loyal to their content, that's cool too. It's an equal exchange. My loyalty and their loyalty is an equal exchange. I might have to make a vlog stream about that. Probably tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow because it's about time we need a vlog stream on that because technically we just want to feel what we feel. You know what I'm saying? But what we feel, you know what I'm saying? We're on that type of time. How we feel. You know how it is. But niggas be crazy, man. It is just it's just so wild, man. And that's how you look at it. And that's how you look at it in so many words. But that's why I'm not really worried. You know what I mean? But one thing I can say about it, you got to look at it. You got to look at it. And when we was talking about it, I was like, and I'm just speaking it from experience. Like some people, when they talk about these topics, the celebrity topics, it gets out of hand. You know what I mean? It gets out of hand, and I think most people don't understand that when you talk like it becomes a problem. Like you can talk about Kanye all you want, but he doesn't really give a fuck what no one thinks. Like, dude is all right. I mean, he fell off some. I don't even speak on that man like that. Only why he wants that ass like that. That's just a reference what I'm talking about. People come through, but shouts out to people that came through. But appreciate y'all. But it's a lot of people just don't want to hang out Sunday because Sunday is kind of, people's outside doing their things, but they just trying to get that winter month off their back. So you have that type of thing. Yeah. But that's the thing. I think people just need to just deal with that and learn to just focus on the things they need to focus on. And that's just what you're going to have. So when you talk about things like real stuff like health and fitness, and I think I lift weights every day and I stretch and do all that, do that around the morning, start my day off, and it's pretty good. Most people don't deal with those conversations. See, I gotta have it structured so I can talk about it. I've been in the gym for like I think I did 6 years in the gym in the apartment. Body changed tremendously. I was off and on the gym. I started lifting weights when I was like, I think I was 15. Now, when I was younger, I didn't as much, but when I was 15, that's when I started because I was playing sports and everything, and it was off and on. And then when I got back into it at the age of 25, I started going hard in the gym, the body, increasing in weight, legs. I did a lot of leg days and then did leg days and upper body the same day. I did upper body Saturday. That's why I did it and did flies and all this shit. But when I did the leg days, I did it during the week. Every week, do the upper body strength. I was compounding weights. I was moving around. Once I got to be 30, I did the same concept. It's just I stretch. I don't do a lot of legs like I used to, but I need to get back into it. I would love to. If I find a proper gym, I would love to. See, I love fitness too. That's one of the things I liked. Uh, I'll say about 3 years ago, I wanted a fitness center. I wanted a fitness gym. I really want that. If I didn't do this, I would have did fitness. That was my thing. Because fitness is one of the key things that I do. And like I said, they don't talk about fitness. I talk about fitness. I used to play. I used to play sports. I already know. Fitness is the number one thing, and I work out and eat right and balance it out. Yes, I do the weights. Niggas don't talk about that a lot. I talk about it and increase your energy. Walking is good, but lifting weights is better. It doesn't stop anything. It helps you lose weight and balances it out. That's one thing about lifting weights, doing legs, compound movements. It's beautiful. You start doing things that you need to do. And niggas say, I don't lift weights. Get the fuck out of here. Only a bitch ass nigga will say that. No, nigga, I've been working out for 6 years and I still in good shape. I'll knock some dudes' heads off. Y'all niggas don't know me. You get killed out here, bro. I'm in way better shape than these sorry ass niggas in the sphere. See, I'm a villain. I have to look strong. Once I get the gym again, because it was a lot of stuff that was sold out in 2020. Now they ain't gonna be sold out. It ain't no excuse. You gotta go outside and lift the weights. I got the dumbbells in my room, so all I need to do is get back to the legs, and I'll be as sharp as a blade. Motherfuckers is stupid, bro. Talking all this bullshit and don't know shit about anyone. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. Like these dudes need to be quiet, bro. I've been in this fitness thing for years. Niggas is so fucking inconsistent. I mean, shit. Niggas is just so dumb. They talk a whole lot of shit and they try to say, well, I lift weights. I do it. Like, none of you niggas don't. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Niggas act like bitches online and be on panels worrying about pussy all day. I'm out here living my best life as the best I can and try to lift as much as I can and I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be an asshole out here either. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. Y'all niggas is inconsistent. And I agree with D Durrell on this one. He said this last night too. The space is flip floppy. Well, in the manosphere, their space is flip floppy. That's why all black sectors, yes, they flip floppy. They're full of shit. That's why I say fuck everybody else. I fuck with the select few that messes with me. And it is what it is. Like those guys that be flip floppy, they're inconsistent anyway. Even the guys that's a little bit popular than I am, they're full of shit. They're not masterful what we do. So don't worry about the struggles I go through because as a person, I deal with a lot. So you don't see me do a lot of long live streams like I normally do. Because the last time I did that, it was a conversation. People hopped on and things like that. Yeah, the link's open. Y'all can come up and hit it, whatever. I'm not stopping nobody. And people just want to come in on the last minute. It's just, I'm not gonna argue with people for hours. And a lot of people say you got background noise. I'm tired of hearing that bullshit. They used to say that when I was on panels. I got a funny story. And then when I had the headphones, that pissed me off. The worst thing I do, I don't get on panels with cell phones. I don't do that. I stopped doing that shit. It was cool when I had the jack and everything. But now, if I had like a dongle or thing, I'll get on it that way. I'm just not having it, bro. I'm not having it. It's one of the things I tell people. I'm not fucking with it long term. Y'all gotta understand. So I don't give a shit what people think. It's just it gets on my nerves, and I'll never forget that. And that's why I bought all this stuff. Like I had to be better than I was years ago. So when you're competing against guys that want to talk all the most shit, you gotta have something. But I had to have some content. You do all types of content with this. You can do a lot. They can hear you clearly. But most people don't care. They just rather you with the headsets. The headsets is cool, but over time that shit gets old. Okay. You don't know what's really manosphere. I have to disagree with Alonzo. He said this on panels and though he said if you have a microphone, you're in the manosphere. I say this that what I say to that? That's bullshit. That is not true, and that's BS. That is BS, and it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Mainstream and black manosphere, the white, right? Fuck all of them. They don't invest in gear like that. Only the top elite persons or who's running these spaces, they do. But the majority of people, hell no. They're fucking bots and sheep. They buy what's popular to the idiots that's on mainstream YouTube, like PewDiePie, and he's got this and that. The fuck out of here. They don't know proper audio. So there's a divide between the individuals and the people that be finessing and lying to people. This is why I brought up is trauma bonding a religion, which it is. Niggas don't get that. They so goddamn stupid and don't understand that most of that shit's dead. So we got to stop acting like that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a fucking problem. So if that ain't an issue, what is? Come on now. We gotta stop doing it. I'm just tired of people just be not telling the truth on here. People just gonna pick and choose who they listen to. You can't get mad if a person don't like you or not. You have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. Some things you just gotta say, man, I'm still here now. You know? Some people just pick and choose what they want to listen to. I'm not mad. Definitely not mad. And that's just how people is. People pick and choose who they listen to. You think I get mad about people trying to say, "Oh, he's got more views than you"? I don't give a shit, bruh. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Because when people talk like that to me, I don't give a shit what people think. It takes a while, bro. Like everybody's gonna stream a certain way, but if you ain't got nothing interesting, like yeah, they be bouncing around stream to stream. That's them. You think I give a fuck what they think? No, because a lot of people say the faded avatar is going to go away. I highly doubt that. I know people that use avatars, and it's the title of their shit, and it ain't the appearance. I say that's bullshit. No, because I've seen live streams people don't cam up as much. I'm tired of hearing that shit. It's not true. If I show a picture of myself, it wouldn't matter. But here's the thing: they try to use that and troll me with it. I ain't got time for that. They try to copy your shit. You see why I don't really broadcast myself like that? Because you got a lot of weirdos like that, and that's all on YouTube. It's not just black; it's all of YouTube. So you got to be careful. People gonna share your shit, and they're gonna talk shit about you. You're just a target. See, art of trolling is an art. It's an art to it now. See, they try to get rid of you. I understand trolling, bro. I understand it. I was part of that shit. I used to troll people back in the day in '09 in those chat rooms. That shit worked. Shit you deal with now, you got a lot of bitch ass niggas want to cry about shit, and then when a troll really hurts you, you want to call foul. That's foul what niggas do. See, I don't mess with a lot of people on here like that. And you notice that my circle's super small, and that's part of it. It's a combination of why people ain't getting those views. You got to look at the audience, who they support. And it goes back to show you who watches other people's shit in your algorithm. So I don't fuck with the algorithm. It is what it is, because people gonna watch on the playback and they say, "Oh, he's saying some vital stuff." Yeah, because I don't stream. My max is 3 hours, and if I want to go overboard, it's 4 hours. And it is what it is. It's just like people gotta understand. I'm on that type of time, man. I know people stream periodically, and I know people say they're gonna wait on it. But if I was over here talking, oh yeah, that is what it is. So some people trying to say, yeah, you doing your thing and all that stuff. See, you gotta understand, we're in March right now. This is a bad month for me, so I'm not really getting views like I normally do. Because last year it's gonna be fine. Last year in April, when I started, I flourished. So I had a few views there and there. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be days that I'm gonna struggle in those months, especially April. See, the summer I'm taking a break from all this shit, and you notice the difference. I don't give a fuck. I'll come back. People gonna slide in the room. See, when I leave this shit, I leave this shit for real. I leave this shit for big time. It is what it is. So it is what it ain't. So I'm done with it. And I think one thing I can say about doing this long term, and I'm just talking about the spring in general, like it's gonna be a very interesting spring. So I'm not really worried about it, so many things, and that's just it. And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. It's been real, but the content is going to be very similar. It's going to be a little different. So yeah, I'm coming around and do this a lot, but it's just what it is. But what I've noticed on YouTube, the changes, It's been going on for yearly after year. And then when I came back doing this, I'm like, man, this is the first time I ever did this. And so I'll say like last year, and I did good. So this year I got to step it up even harder. So April's gonna be very, very interesting. I said April is gonna be that month. It's gonna determine who's gonna be hotter in April. See, March is kind of like the beginning stages. You just stop right there. And I'm just like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like looking at it like, okay, because March is a rough week because that Ukraine and Russia shit, people talking about that topic, that's gonna last for a whole month. Next month it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what you're gonna see in the future. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, wow, bro. And I think people just got to look at it like that. So I'm not really concerned about anything. But yeah, you just gotta get your sound. And I think Information Man was saying everybody needs that upgrade. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Problem with that is most people just don't want to do that. They don't want to do that shit. It's certain individuals you gotta look at and be like, uh, most people just ain't gonna like you regardless. And some people just don't like hearing shit they don't want to hear. And they are what they are. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful or anything. So I see Ty's got a live at 7 o'clock. I'll be there because I ain't gonna be streaming that long. So I got the next hour. I shut it down. Let's go on, Shannon B. He said O'Shea has assembled his troops. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a whole nother yeah, yeah. Everybody's crying about him right now. So it is what it is. He said foreclosures will be continued due to the highest interest rates. Oh Lord. I think Jonathan's got a stream around 440. Oh damn, he should be streaming right now. He should be streaming right now. I don't know what he's talking about. He should be streaming right now. Jonathan, you supposed to be streaming. Yeah, what up? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, he's done. I mean, he see the handwriting on the wall. Nobody wants to get attached to that shit. It is what it is. Like some people just need to just look at it and be like, hey, this shit's not conducive long term. Yeah, when O'Shea left, I don't mess with dude like that. You gotta understand something. He's not gonna last for a while, so niggas need to leave every now and then. But he did this before, so we got to see if he's gone for good. Because I think he is. He done fucked up so much and no one cared, and that's just how it is, man. And so people just gonna look at it different. So I think Information Man will come on the next hour. So we already know it's 2 hours in. So I'm just waiting for that 3 hour mark. So I shut it down because I ain't gonna stay on here that long. Because 2 hours I can just chill. It is what it is. Yeah, Ty's got one at 7 o'clock Eastern, so it'll be 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'll slide through the ties and then put the rest of the shit on the screen. Cause I know Information Man is gonna come on at 5. I'll support his shit. Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit going on. But shouts out to Naya. She had a good show, and yeah, she had a good show. What happened to her show? Did she get it processed? Oh God. April, I declare war. Oh yeah, yeah. I need to talk to Gino with that stream. I'll be in there. I hit the link. Hell yeah, yeah. We're gonna be talking about that. Them niggas be distracted. Yeah, I know niggas gonna get mad, but I don't give a fuck. Gino's cool, man. If niggas hate me for that, fuck them. It's true. We're gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in April. The spring is gonna be fun, fun, nigga. It's gonna be fun. Niggas gonna need to get off that shit. Niggas gonna get off that shit. See, we're gonna do it big this year. I got my little setup right here, and we're gonna be talking. We're gonna be talking. So it's 2 hours in. So yeah, I'm gonna step away and put this up. I don't see what's going on in the background, so I'm gonna go on mute. So I'll be right back. Hey, what's going on? Ooh, back at it again. Okay, I done came back. All right, let's see what's going on here. See what's going on here. Let's gonna let it hold for a minute. So yeah, speaking of old shit, I think they was talking about that over at D Durrell. I think they was talking about that. He made some good points. He said, "I'd rather have him back in the space." I was like, "Nigga, O'Shea is just like Tommy and them, bro. Like, who wants that shit? I don't even fuck with dude like that. But but yeah, but shouts out to Ty City, man. He gonna have a stream. It's gonna be like an open discussion. It's about 7 Eastern. I know it's 6 Eastern where he's at. So yeah, I'll be over there when 6 o'clock rolls around. See, I ain't gonna stream that long. I try to tell you, I'm not gonna stream that long because it ain't gonna be a long live stream. Because I already know this is first day of spring. People's still fucked up over this new time. Think about it. It's gonna be a while since people get adjusted. It's gonna be a while because the spring is fucking with people, man. Like this new time, that got all people fucked up. So we gotta understand that spring is a new adjustment. Everybody's not gonna be on the same wavelength. So when you dealing with this time, and I think I talked about the space time continuum before. I said it earlier in the stream. I ain't gonna get in depth into it because a lot of people be weird and try to jump on my shit. Like, get out of here. I have a different perspective than y'all. No, it is what it is. I already knew the shit. I said that shit years ago. So that shit's been history. I covered that years ago. That's a whole nother conversation. That's like a rabbit hole that I get into. But I know people are not gonna listen to that long term. But Hey, it is what it is. Like y'all do what you do. If you like the shit, that's cool. For me, I'm just not really worried about it. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Oh, put this to the side. Throw this bottle away. My phone is fucking up. Fuck it. Need a new phone bad. Oh, I'll solve it in a minute. But like I said, most people they just want to be on that type of bullshit time. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. And that's just how it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go direct. I'm monitor this shit. Yeah. I'm just looking at it like, people's tripping about me talking, but that's just how they gonna get down with it. But mainly, you gotta understand something. Sometimes people are gonna talk about certain people in the 2.0, 3.0 sectors. I'm tired of talking about it, to be honest with you, because normally those dudes is washed. Like they ain't saying nothing. It's just like what I was trying to tell AM1. Like if he ever's in the chat, these dudes don't give a fuck. I understand. And I see it for what it is. And oh, it's 65 degrees out here. Okay. It's gonna be 36 tonight. Yeah, I gotta turn the heat on. It's gonna drop. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. It's gonna rain Tuesday, and then it's gonna be half sunshine, 80% chance rain, 15%. Yeah, see, it's trying to get out of that wintry feel. That's March for you. Once we get in the Aries season, that's gonna go. That's gonna go in the bucket. Yeah, man. It's so glitchy as hell. Ugh, I'm so tired of this shit. Glitchy as hell. Yeah, sometimes it's too much shit on my phone and YouTube be dragging and shit. Man. Okay, okay, okay. Got something in the comment section. Hard. Oh fuck. So sick of that shit. Old ass shit. Come on, bro. That's why I don't like cell phones like these, but they crash and burn. I just need a new phone. I might have to get a Pixel. I don't have to deal with this shit. Yeah, man. I'm just going to. And it's just what it is. Yeah, they said JX gonna got exposed by Chris Logic. He said, "Everybody relax." That's what he called it. He said, "Everybody relax." Stop saying that ain't shit, boy. Yeah, he said, "Everybody relax." Everybody relax. It is what it is. They talk about the shit, and I know people are gonna be. That's gonna be an all week topic. She's been exposed. She's been exposed. That's an all week topic, and that's the thing. I think people gonna be wailing on that for a minute, and it's gonna be some bullshit behind it. Because I'm gonna say it like this, and I'll say it again. Most people gonna look at that and be like, "All right, we here now. What are they gonna do?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose of having that type of content? So I don't understand why people don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like we get it, but most people don't really care. But and people are gonna clown her and run her out to space, and I think certain women are gonna look at that and go crazy. But I think the women are doing it, and see, that's what women do. Let them cannibalize themselves, and that's what they're gonna do anyway. And these dudes worried about it, like, say, hey, we trust her, hey, but y'all was caping for her like 3 to 4 years ago. Let's cut the bullshit. Y'all sending super chats, tricking off of that over a goddamn avatar. And the main hypocrite that say he didn't do that is Lil TP. All them niggas need to just be quiet, bro. Y'all were. I didn't do it. I didn't do that last year. I went against it. I didn't fuck with that bitch. Pulled a card. Fuck out of here. Any nigga think I respect her? I didn't respect her. No, you catfish. You on some bullshit. You deserve to put your feet in the fire. I don't fuck with people like that. Crazy. At least I show myself on vlog stream. Y'all know what I look like. That's all. That's what this nigga look like. Oh my god, that nigga look like that. What the fuck? Fuck that nigga right there, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Cause he better stop acting like a female. You know how these niggas talk. But they stupid. They on that bullshit, bro. They so flip floppy. They pick and choose who they want to listen to. That's a damn problem. I don't mess with these dudes like that. And that's just how it is. Some people just ain't gonna listen who they gonna listen to. Like I said, it ain't easy, but you gotta understand a lot of times people is gonna look at this shit. But I have to show you shit. You already know what's going on. But the reason I'm speaking on it is like when I saw that shit, I was like, man, I already know about that shit. Y'all niggas is late. I did my research on it for like last year. We was talking behind the scenes. I think me and the boys was talking behind the scenes about that. So we ain't gonna get into it. And I'm not surprised, bro. It's a lot of catfishing stories. It's a lot of catfishing stories. So we gotta understand. We gotta blame all the niggas that co-sign this shit, and they deserve to get cooked any chance they fucking get. So when you have things like this, and there's streams like it, so because we're about to approach the 3 hour mark, so we ain't really tripping like that. So I know people are not coming through right away because Sunday is a rocky year. Like today's like the first day of spring. People ain't ready. Um, they're not really ready to come over like that. So I know they was pissed by the screen. I already know because I don't give a shit. There's days like that. I just did that to be petty. Told you what it was, but I'll have a different format, a little screen later because niggas get so emotional. That's what I'm saying. People don't like what I do, man, and that's just what it is. And I just learned to accept it. And I was like, all right, because when you're in different spaces of areas of YouTube, you already know what time it is. You got to get in when you fit in. And vlog streams is my best bet. It's my best bet. It's my best bet. Oh damn! I already got a. Okay, that's great. So give me a. You. Give me a dislike. I love that. I love when niggas get emotional. I done hurt someone's feelings. I gotta give a shit. All I want is that replay value. You know how niggas get. Fuck them. But I can't wait till Thursday, bro. I'm gonna show you some special ass screenshots. I don't know if I'm gonna use these screenshots for Thursday. We're gonna talk about it. I don't care about the other ones. They ain't gonna fit on my phone and shit. Y'all gotta give me something good. I'm not gonna be a part of that news segment. I don't know about Monday. That's what I'm worrying about. If I'm not a part of that, that's cool. I gotta see first. We'll see. Because I'll see what the guys gonna do. If I'm not a part of that, I'll participate in the chat. I'll do that. But I can't wait to yeah, next month I think Gino said he's gonna do a declaration of war. So he's gonna come back in April. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I'll go come through. I think it's April 3rd. I will come through. I will come through on his stream. And I think he has a stream. I was like, okay, let me put that reminder on. I didn't know that. Everybody's gonna be talking and things like that. I ain't gonna be over at Juan G's like that. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. It's just always something, ain't it? People's talking about it. And one thing I could say about us, it's just gonna be, you know, oh, he said fuck, oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Same here, man. Same here. But it is what it is. So I know what time it is, and we're just gonna keep it like that. And damn, does it keep doing this shit? Come on, man. The fuck? This goddamn I tell you, this phone is old, bro. Ain't a new one bad. Fucking hate this Android. This shit's getting on my nerves, bro. It's old ass piece of shit, man. Ah, fucking hate technology, man. Just want to smack it against the wall. I fucking hate cell phones. That's why I hate cell phone streams. I fucking hate them because last time I did that shit, I was pissed and I smacked it against the wall. Fuck a cell phone. Seriously. I see why people get angry about cell phone and talking. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. It's a LG. It's a LG. It's a LG. It's one of the last Stylo Plus 6. Can't stand this piece of shit. I upgraded to something else, but this shit right here is getting on my nerves. I got too much memory problems. I had to delete some shit. My UI is fucked up. Yeah, see, I always want to do this weird shit. Yeah, too much memory on the shit. I want to clean certain shit off. Can't stand that piece of shit. I want to delete a lot of shit. But that gets on my fucking nerves, bro. But yeah, it's been an interesting year. So in the spring, I know people don't listen to me as much, but you know the playback's always good because I know people can't stand my ass when I talk bad about everybody else. I gotta give a shit. I lost a dozen when I was talking about AM. You already know. You already know. Fuck them. And it's just gonna be similar in that case. So yeah, I don't fuck with Motorola's. Don't give me a Pixel. I already know what I want. I want some quality. I don't like Motorola's. I tried them things years ago. I was like, I don't fuck with them. I'm more of a I was a was it the XM8? I'm a HTC guy. I miss them brand. I miss that fucking brand. I just went to LG by accident. I was a HTC guy for a while. I was a I got the XM8 and then I had the 10. I still got that. They barely even use. And then I got the LG Stylo Plus 3. I ain't like a Samsung. But this right here, no, this is a good phone. The problem with this is it freezes up a lot when it's on YouTube. So I have to delete certain things on things like that. I don't think it's YouTube. I think it's the stuff I got on my phone. Smooth that shit out. It's crazy. Crazy, bro. A lot of people used to be on that bullshit. So I gotta understand something. When you're in this type of field, you just gotta get used to it over time. So yeah. Yeah, next 3 months is gonna be wild. I will say, well, 2 months for me, but 3 months, yeah, I will say June will be interesting. But next month will be very interesting. We'll see what content they're gonna talk about in April. April's gonna be wild because May I ain't worried about May. May's a whole nother story. I'm gonna be off that week. First part of May, I'm gonna be off that whole week and come back. I'll take a long ass break and just be there. It is what it is. So you just look at it and you be like, oh, okay, this is good. But you know, some people just gonna look at it differently. Yeah, I had a HTC 10. I had the XM8 one. Or was it XM8 or I think I had the HTC 8 or something like the XM8. It's one of them phones, but I have that one, the gold one, the gold edition. But I got the number 10. So yeah, I had several cell phones, man. I had like Samsung, the Galaxy 3. The first Galaxy 3. I got that in 10 I got that 10 years ago. I got that 10 years ago. 10 years ago, that was my phone. Man, that's how I started my Twitter pages on that goddamn cell phone. That changed every fucking thing. This is the reason why I always talk about 10 years ago. I had different cell phones after that. And I had a Nokia, the flip phone. I had the Samsung, the Sidekick from Metro PCS. I had that one. So many phones I've always had. I still got them in the bin storage and shit like that. I had the Pixel 3 as a gift. It's like a guilt gift for my pops. I was going to use that as a cell phone, but now I use it as an internet. Once I had that shit, it died on me. I was watching too much Pluto TV. And here's the secret. I was watching the Tattooed series, the Black Ink series. I was watching the Black Ink series, a lot of series, and then the and shit in Atlanta with the hip hop and things like that with Stevie J and now that fucked up my shit. Took a lot of battery out, fucked up the battery power. So I'm not fucking with Pluto TV to fuck up this thing right here. I'm not doing that. Hell fucking no. It's too much streaming, too much stress on the phone. I already got enough of that on YouTube. You know, that's the thing. So that's what I'm gonna stick with. So, you know, yeah, we're on the threshold. We're on the threshold right now. So yeah, it's 521 and things like that. It's as I had to get a ZET. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I heard those were good phones. There's a lot of good phones out there, but I'm just gonna get a Pixel and just be done with it. Cause I had a Pixel before. Since I got a Google, I might as well get a Pixel. That shit's easy to do. And then I can hook up certain things since I got equipment now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I might get a lav. I might get a lavalier. I might. I'm not sure, but I may get one. Once I start getting that, niggas will realize that this nigga right here, this goddamn nigga right here, this nigga right here, you, check, check, chill. Did that rhyme? let me stop talking shit. Let me start being thorough. Did that rhyme? Check, check, chill. I saw the clip. I saw that clip with the limiter. I saw the click. I'm on the 8. Let me see if I'm gonna be on the 6. Here we go. Check, check, chill. Back at it. Did that rhyme? Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Yeah. So you're watching TV Sky Crazy and Pluto TV. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was, man. That was on my Pixel, man. It was an old Pixel, but he had it like a couple of years and then gave it to me and that shit died on me. I had it for a while. I used YouTube. I used to watch YouTube on it before it died on me. I think it died on me. Was it? I think it was 2020. It died on me in 2020. I believe it died on me that time. I think it was 20 early in 2021. It died the next year. It didn't die 2020, but it died on 2021. That's how I remember it. That's how I ended up with this laptop, this Chromebook. Ever since then, you know, I'm using my interface right now, so talking to you guys. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is what it is. So, you know, because I know Kuda's still live, but I ain't gonna go over there. I gotta see if Information Man goes live. So, like I said, man, like, yeah, it's been 2 hours, and I know people ain't coming through right away because you know people's probably busy and moving around. So I know people's outside because this is a nice spring. It's a nice spring down here, you know. It's just 5 something, but it feels back to the standard time before something. Because it's in the sky. So it's gonna be more daylight. So we're at 5:24, and then the sky is still bright. It's Sunday, and you're gonna see a lot of sky pictures. And I haven't switched my avatar yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't switched it. Um, you know, I don't want to bring back Sunday chills, but you know, that those streams are dead. I don't usually do that. So yeah. because nobody wasn't doing them at nighttime like that. Trust me. People came through and that was it. He said streaming TV apps are best for smart TVs at best. Exactly. I got one. I got a LG. Yeah. They're not good on cell phones. I learned that. I learned that the hard way in 2021. Had that for a while. They're not good long term. The good thing about those, if you have YouTube TV, it won't damage your phone. It won't damage it. You can turn that shit off anytime. If you have Roku, you good. So I got Roku. I can always get an account or whatever. I'm very suspicious of the nation in the East still somewhat interested in Huawei. Oh yeah, Huawei, that's gonna be a while. Yeah. That shit over there, Ukraine, that's gonna be that's a serious issue over there. See, Ukraine, that shit over there, that's a repeat of history. So some people gonna deal with that long term. So Russia's backs against the wall. I think Gino's going to talk about that next month. I already done talked about it in totalitarianism. I did streams on that shit. Yeah, I stay in the political realm as well. I don't talk about it as much, but I will talk about capitalism. I will talk about contractarianism and things like that. Then I'll do a political world series again, system again. I'll do that again. So basically, I'll do that again long term. So that will be a part 3 and doing things like that. So as we can tell, this is one of those things that you can do it long term. So I'll have to do another stream on that because I'm gonna replay what we was talking about the first two. Probably the second one. I gotta play the second one. I already know y'all played part 1 and part 2. We're gonna go part 2 on this one so we can start playing it more. That way we can get a feel what we was talking about, and then we're gonna reference what they was talking about in situations. We talk about every system there was, and we're gonna play it from the beginning and get the meat of it and the gist of what's going on, and that's it. And then I'll skim through. Yeah, they'll change everything, but Ukraine is it's decimating Russians right now. Russia can't nuke nobody because that fuck up his country. I understand Russia is like a threat, but Russia ain't really a threat. It's actually helping the Ukrainians out. They're trying to end this in May. They try to say they're going in March. They're going to end it in May. That's 2 months from now. If they end that in May, if Russia don't do right, it's over. So yeah, it'll change everything, Mike. It'll definitely change everything because a lot of people ain't built to see that type of future. See, in so many words, you see what's going on in the world. So you know what it is. You know what it is. So it's just like anything else. You see so many totally different things that I see a lot. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna step away for real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. I'm back at it again. But yeah, that will change everything. So, oh, you got the Roku? Yeah, I got the one of the latest ones too. I haven't used it in a minute. But yeah, man, like one thing I could say about that war, it's going to continue for what it is. Some people they just gonna look at it and be like, all right, this war is gonna continue. I think I talked about this in totalitarianism part 3. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about it in part 4. That's it for that series. I might talk about I can't say fascism. I can't say fascism. I might have to talk about anarchism again. I might have to do some more research on that. I might have to talk about that again and just end it. and just we'll talk about capitalism and contractarianism, about the social contract. We're gonna talk about some things. So it's gonna be some links that I'm gonna find, and we're gonna discuss it. So when you talk about it, capitalism this week, I want to do about 2 to 3 parts on capitalism. We're gonna talk about that a lot. What America's talking about. That's a topic that people are interested in, because I know I'm gonna get some views off of that. So I already know we hit the threshold of 3 hours. So I'll probably end this in a couple of more minutes. I'll say about 5 to 10 minutes, because I really have to get going. But I'll pull through. So one thing I can say about that little war, that's a continuation. And there's some dude I was watching France 24 I think all month. I watched French 24 all month. They give me some good sources. This other news source is good, but French 24 trying to say, one dude trying to say it's gonna last for 5 to 10 years. And I say, bullshit, no, it's not. Hell, it can end right now. Ukrainians is whooping their ass. But see, the thing is, they don't want to be a part of NATO. They say, I ain't worried about NATO. Fuck NATO. NATO ain't gonna do shit. They'll just watch them destroy Russians. They got they ass kicked by Afghanistan years ago. Putin did. Putin's team got destroyed by Afghanis. And then this is where America don't realize they still got an Arab problem. They still got a Muslim problem. You know what I'm saying? They still got problems in the East. Like, niggas need to just need to go on and acknowledge that shit is just over, bro. But yeah, it is what it is. Most people just gonna look at it like, we got to look at it from the big picture. So that's what you got to have in so many words. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Some people just going to be on that type of power time. So when you talk to it like you normally do. Like, when you talk about proper politics in its proper perspective, you know, Lafayette said that guy's a thug. Who cares? The guy's kicking Putin's ass. Putin ain't last forever. The oligarchs is finished. They're done. What they can do, that nuke ain't gonna save them. They'll be out of the water, bro. They can't risk it. They don't want to take that chance. He's the last of the Romanovs. And shouts out to Cerulean for referencing that this year about that. So yeah, we've been talking about that extensively. So it is what it is. So yeah. He said, "Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me that the Arabs kind of have always been kicking the Europeans' asses." Yeah, the Afghan. Yeah, yeah. Me and my father talks about it a lot. He was talking about when Putin's boys went to Afghanistan, they got destroyed. They got bodied, man. Lost a lot of men. That's why Russia ain't doing so well. That's a process. Their economy is going to be a 5-10 year process. See, they already lost the war in Ukraine right now. This is kind of like Yugoslavia back in 1992. This is all 92 shit and a repeat of history. So I'm just sitting back and watch and wait to what other people say in so many words. So some people gonna talk they bullshit regardless. So, because we are in the 3 hour threshold. So we in here. We here now. We here where the content gets juicy. Since I did it by myself, yes, I opened the link up if anyone wants to come. Like I told you, it's various topics. Y'all was worried about that JX shit. Y'all worried about that JX shit getting exposed. She's exposed. She's exposed. Who cares? That's gonna be the topic all week. Hmm. It is what it is. So people survive what they did. They survived 2020. Are they gonna have more kids in the future? You got people say, "Yeah, I done had babies." Yeah, that's you. That's you. But the future's bleak for most people. You know what I'm saying? It'll change everything. People be dead in the ground. They ain't nobody built that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? But once you start doing your thing, it is what it is. So yeah. Yeah, it always repeats itself. It's just like the nights over again. Yeah, Mike said it. Yeah, it does. She about to go live about it. She's stupid as hell. She's stupid as hell, bro. Don't even waste your time. Big homie, you already lost. Tap out. That sound like a robot. You already got bodied by me and what's his name? Pepe. We punked this bitch off the third shift last year. She's still mad about that shit, bro. She don't even respond to me in the chat. She talks shit, but she ain't about it. Stop it, bitch. See, when you hang with Ramil and Ty City, they make you go crazy. She's been done, bro. Ain't nobody taking her seriously. He's like, I won't cam up. And he got kicked off. KS ain't fucking with you. He ain't fucking with no bitch like that. He just told you you better cam up or dice down. Dice the fuck down. Chill. Did that rhyme? Dice the fuck down. Fuck out of here. And what do you say to dinner? Yeah, she's stupid, man. She got bodied by Pepe and me. That bitch don't want it over here. She should have just been like Drake and just ignored it and act like it never existed. Exactly. She's stupid. The big homie done fucked up. The big homie. Go sit down, tap out, bitch. It's all over. I mean, Bala X is mad late on that info. Christ Logic had it first. But I don't say it like this. Even if he's semi mad late, it's still out now. People gonna know. They're like, oh my god. And I was like, yeah, we know she's a catfish. We've been knowing. I've been knowing that for like since 2020. They was talking shit, and everybody was sipping after that. But it is what it is. I mean, the big homie ain't. She don't even fuck with my channel like that. I don't even fuck with her like that. It's GP over here. Her ass ain't getting a wrench no time soon. I don't fuck with her like that. She take her bitch ass way over there. Y'all can have her. I don't want her. She ain't welcome on my panel. No, you first thing you out of here. We are not talking. I did, and Ramil did. Even the Saint dude did. Yeah, we all did, man. Yeah, we bodied that bitch. That bitch is nobody. We know, general. We know. We do the damn thing. We do the damn thing. Because niggas that act like they forgot that third shift was beasting. We do this shit, bro. So yeah, I got my little setup over here, my janky setup, and I'm good. I ain't go USB today. I gotta go XLR on y'all asses every now and then. That's every Sunday. That's gonna remain Sunday, and I kept it. And I'll probably do it every other Tuesday, but you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. And I got the interface to prove it. So yeah, man, I'm enjoying this shit. It's been a long stream. Yeah, it's like 3 to 4 hours. So I don't usually do the marathons no more because I did that with all USB on those. But now I got the XLR port, the true natural analog, man. Oh my God. I be beasting. Y'all gotta see it, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Yeah, it's like my own Sunday sermons, but whether if it's her or not, she should just ignore it with she ain't gonna ignore it. She's too dumb, man. She likes bullshit. We don't know if that's a person. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna let her hang herself on that because a lot of people gonna defend and be like, say, man, that's her. Oh, oh, that's her. Oh. I'm clipping. Oh my god. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I was clipping for a minute. I was like, oh my god. He said he's trying to distort audio. No. Oh my god. And I still fucks with her, but old girl, I need to calm down. No, she's done, bro. If y'all fuck with that, school, but me, no. It's what it is. I don't like no backstabbing lies and try to lie on me over third shit. Nah, she got what she get. I don't fuck with that 3-syllable ass nigga. Y'all know who I'm talking about, MOT and them. I don't fuck with them dudes like that. She instigated that bullshit. Fucking biatch. Go sit down. And we ain't never gonna be cool on that. Fuck that hoe. I'm on that type of time. So I'm petty in that regard. So, anyways, I want to shout out everybody. Mike, appreciate you coming through, man. Hold on. Degenerate. Who else came through? Tampa. Appreciate you, man. 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 Shannon B. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Go. Appreciate you, man. Who else came through? Queen of South. No time, no see. You be over there with Cookie. I see you. Being a good mod over there. Shouts out to Cookie and you. Sincerely, Nadia. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nadia had a great show. And DS1, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it is what it is. And then you got Psycho Candy come through. Shout you out. Appreciate you. Legendary Wacky World of Old. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who else came through? Who else came through? Collie Jane, appreciate you. So we're gonna come in here. Matt, appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we got it, and then we got my man Mace. Appreciate you. Special shout out to you. Yeah, it is what it is. Who else? Yeah, Mace. Yeah, man. Oh, I forgot Shar. Appreciate you, Shar. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Shar always coming in. So with that, I'm gonna say peace and shalom and all hail, great skull, and I'm out.